the discovery and um, near death from the Oni as it made its way east. Um, you spent the night kind of licking your wounds. In the morning, you were told by Rashid that one of his smuggler contacts was coming to basically take David into Alhadria. Um, your group did some exploration around the settlement and went into Igor's home and his lab to try to scrounge what materials you could. You found a couple what seemed to be magical items and an arcane enchanting lectern. Um, and that is actually where we left off. So we'll pick up right there with you all in the lab, waiting for Rashid's smuggler contact.
This is
Right.
super sketchy, guys.
Yeah, are we gonna wait until, like, how much do we care about this kid? Are we gonna wait till he's guaranteed to be sent off safely, or do we just get what we need and leave?
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't care about the kid at all.
Neither do I. I mean, it'd suck if he dies, but it's not really our responsibility, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely Dink.
Dink?
Is double income, no kids.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Already, 20 seconds in, facepalm. Yeah, what, I don't remember getting magical items. Does anybody have them written down?
Yes. Okay, there are 3 pairs of uncommon boots, a folded cloth, a pair of gloves, a smoking pipe, 4 spell scrolls, a magic spellbook, a hand fan, and a small brass ship.
Oh, okay.
Sandara wants to mess around with that little ship.
We can, I mean, alright, well, I pull out a spyglass from hanging off my side, and I can inspect it, see what
No, you
see
don't
what it
have to. You
does.
can touch it. I want to touch it and see if it's a clockwork device and if I know what it does.
And by that, you want to cast the Commune with Clockwork spell? Okay. So as you start pulling out your spyglass, you watch as Sandara walks over to this little kind of pond fountain. Her eyes glow with a brief golden energy, and you watch as the ship itself, there's like a little subtly hidden mechanism by what looks to be like a pipe coming up that winds on its own, and you watch as the ship starts just moving in the water.
Wow.
So as part of this would be a trivial clockwork device. So you could um, collapse it if you like, but it basically can you could make it travel a set distance before it basically runs out of steam and becomes inert. So it's just like a little wind up, like clockwork gear driven, like windmill kind of ship that can just travel on its own.
Like literal steam?
No, steam might not have been the right word because it's just powered by clockwork and gears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to collapse it and see what that does, or like how that really works. First time using magic.
So you watch as Samugi, as a tinkerer, this would specifically catch your eye. You watch as Sandara just kind of like twirls her hand and just kind of steers the ship around this large little fountain. You watch as she now flicks a finger, and in a single motion, the entire device disassembles itself. And it's not a gentle process, and you watch as about a third of it, gears and little mechanics, like neatly stack up and just stack onto her hand, and the rest of just the scrap just sinks to the bottom of the fountain.
Whoa.
So with that, you have a single unit of clockwork scrap.
New mechanic.
And if you are down any, you would have regained a sorcery point. But we'll say until your next short rest, you were actually like a little overclocked, so you have an additional sorcery point.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Nice. It's pretty cool.
Dope.
Pretty sweet.
Kazakh, you're of the magical persuasion. I guess more than a lot of us are, really. But this arcane lecture thing, do you know if it can be moved? Because, I mean, I'd like to build some things, but this doesn't really seem like the place.
That's a that's a good question. Do I know? Can it be moved, Alex?
As well, between you and me, you don't fucking know.
Okay, can I bullshit?
You've seen these things, like any mage worth their salt has like one or two of these things around. You've never actually seen them installed. You've always kind of fantasized about if and when you had your own tower about what yours would be like, but you never thought about like discussing this with a vendor and having someone come to your tower or home and install it. Sizing it up, tell you what, go ahead and give me just a straight intelligence check.
Okay, hold on. Give me one second. I'm gonna roll on the D&D.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second. Sorry. There it is. Wow, takes longer than. I got a 10.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Oh, it's Arcana check? Sorry, it's an intelligence check. I am proficient in
This would be
Arcana.
Arcana. So you can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Okay, so I got 13 total.
Okay.
Wait, no, sorry, 12. Can't do math.
Looking at it and watching as the stack attempts to lift this thing, it's like, how do I put this? It's part of the earth. Like there's like stone flooring, and this thing is made out of stone that comes out of the stone flooring. So with that check, your best bet is that the base, how you would recreate this or how you would set one up is you would actually start with a huge slab of stone, use some kind of like geomancy to shape the rock itself into the arcane lectern, and then enchant it after it's already physically been installed. So the notion of moving one after is, you figure your best bet, if you don't have the ability to magically shape the rock, would be to like mine it out of the earth, taking care not to disrupt any of the enchantments, and then load like essentially like the 400 pounds of stone or whatever it is onto something that can carry it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Right. Izzy. Sorry. Yeah, no. So yeah, about moving this whole thing, we're gonna have to do like some construction, some excavation, unless you know like an earthbender around here. Otherwise, we're just kind of you're not gonna be able to move this guy. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah,
I
couldn't
personally
do it.
am not very good. My back, I have back problems. I'm not gonna be able to help you lift this guy either. So
I didn't think you could lift it. To be fair, I didn't know it was made of stone. Okay.
yeah, no, neither did I until I remembered.
Until we
So
looked at
that's,
it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've never done this. Haven't done this in a long time, but I guess I'm gonna
I
try
mean,
to
we could
think something.
recreate this bad boy. We just gotta find someone who knows, who's good with their hands, so to speak. I'm not the crafty type.
I was hoping we could get it on the boat, but that doesn't
Oh,
seem like an option. At
yeah,
least
no,
not
I'm
with-
not. Yeah,
I don't think we should spend more time here than necessary. Right. Well, don't mind me. And I begin chiseling some the spare wood that I have. Begin chiseling a few rings of wood.
Okay. So just to let you know, if you want to attempt to enchant something, you need some kind of base magical material to work with, which means you're gonna have to break down some items that you already have.
Is that something that we can do
some
naturally,
Minecraft shit.
or is it like the disenchant skill, like? Because we have a lot of magic items, but
Yeah, it's essentially like you tell me um, how many of these rings you want to make, and I can, we can work something out.
Can
okay.
Samugi try to lift the lectern with his astral arms?
Ooh.
So you can try. Before you do, you look at it, and it's less of a lifting issue. You'd have to break it. Like it's connected. It's a single piece of rock. There's nothing to lift.
It's like flush. Yeah, it's like flush with the ground, right? That's what
Grows
you're
up
saying?
through the
Not,
earth.
not only is it flush with the ground, but it tapers up.
It's part
to
of the ground.
Okay.
Like-
It's like part of a structure or something.
Yeah, like you could take tools and attempt to like break it free.
Or come on.
Was this
I mean-
was this shaped? Do we know if it's shaped by magic and it's like magic that we have access to, kind of thing? It's probably shaped Earth, huh?
I don't know what spells you guys have, but you could, if there's a spell you think could work to try to free it, you could try.
Okay, can Samugi look at this with his artificer's lore and gain some more insight into the structure and magical qualities?
Wait,
Is that
while they do that, Alex, could I cast Shatter on like the stem part to like disconnect it from the ground? Would that work? It's supposed to like do double damage against inanimate objects or something like that.
so the thing that you're targeting is you're targeting the lectern. So if this works, there's a good chance you just break the thing.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
I mean,
I mean, we're gonna leave it anyways, so if we don't break
well,
it. So.
here's the thing. With that Arcana check,
Let me use it first. God damn.
you could, I mean, there's a chance that you could hit it in such a way, because most of the actual like functional portion of the lectern is towards the top of it. If you crack the stem in like a perfect way, then it's possible. It might be easier if you already had like a chiseling line or some kind of weak point to target the shatter spell.
Oh, I could do that.
Going back to Samugi, the Artificer's lore thing, you keep bringing up abilities that I don't know what they do. So,
It's always the same one. It's just hold on.
Okay, so you're just double proficient in history checks related to magical items. Go ahead.
Does that just means that whatever my history bonus is, I just double
Oh
it?
no, you would just roll an intelligence check and add 4.
Intelligence, okay. 21.
Ooh,
Wow.
damn.
Big brain on bread.
Okay, so this is not too dissimilar from the enchanting tables that you've seen used in the Dynasty. The ones that the gnomes make are actually modular, so theirs are actually built to be transported from like workstation to workstation. So it's essentially like the magical component is just like a bowl that can be lifted out of a stone like setting that it's in. This one is not made that way, and you're a little bit you're just sitting there just looking for like, yeah, see, this is your problem right here. Um, so Samugi's kind of like appraising it. In the back of mind, you're like, yeah, this is like this is like a 4-man job. Gonna take like 10 to 20 work hours. We're looking at like, but
Is this like an elf? Is this like an elf crafted or like a man crafted?
this is definitely something the ostentatious nature of it and also the impracticality kind of screams something that would be made by the mages of Karsus Folly.
Okay.
So, yes, with that check, if you were to, you could tell right where the enchantments stop based on how the stonemason's work basically changes. Like at some point, there is someone who came in here and started actually chiseling runes in. So you can mark like, hey, this is the spot that like is functional, and this is the spot that we actually don't need.
Are you gonna do that?
Nice.
Me?
And
Yeah.
Do what?
Mark it.
It's already. I mean, like it's apparently there's like a demarcation in the
you're the
design.
only one with that check. You're the only one who can see that.
Oh, okay.
I
All
would
right.
say with your with Tinker's tools, you could go around with a chisel and like mark, like create like a flush line of like, hey, this is the mark, like this is where you would want to cut.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the movie kind of strokes his beard, and you see these mages. They're not exactly elegant in nature, and they kind of ignored the usefulness of modularity in this scenario. But you see right here, if you see right here, we've got this demarcation, obviously. I mean, even the untrained eye could see that, and I'm going to go ahead and chisel away at that.
Okay.
I'd like to.
They put the folly and Karsus folly.
Okay, you're letting her finish it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
okay.
That's good.
Are you letting Cass continue what he's doing, or are you
Yeah,
just
let Cass continue what he's doing, I guess.
Okay. Back to you, Cass.
Let's break shit before I get to use it. Why not?
No, use it.
Okay, so we have lots of magical items. Very quickly, very deftly, I punch out and carve out two a little roughshod rings. Just guessing at the size of the fingers that they'd go on.
Mhm.
And oh god, I need to bring up the inventory sheet. I would like to, I guess, first identify the smoking pipe and the pair of gloves and see if they're not too useless.
Okay.
And then siphon their magical energy.
Okay. The pipe is a pipe of smoke monsters.
Okay.
So when lighting this pipe, you can blow out and make shapes and things like that appear in black smoke.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
The gloves
Nifty.
are gloves of thievery. It
Oh.
basically adds a hefty bonus to sleight of hand and lockpicking checks.
That's actually really good. Not sure who they'd be good on, but after looking at it, Cass's eyes go wide and he's like, hey, these are, whoever's good at breaking into shit, you might want to put these on. And then I guess I'll identify the folded cloth.
These are shift weave linens.
Oh,
Um,
damn it.
So these can actually be tailored into clothing that can turn into any kind of clothing you want. Bear in mind, this would not be like illusion magic. This would actually be like transmutation. So it can literally physically change into whatever clothing you want.
Oh,
Bear in mind, you'd have to have it like tail. You could try yourself if you're proficient in like weaver's tools, but you'd have to have it actually made. But yeah, that's what that is.
Okay, so these are actually useful. Also, can spell scrolls be leached for
They can.
magic? Okay, I'll identify a random spell scroll.
Okay. You identify one of them, and it is a spell scroll of the Private Sanctum.
Okay, I think that's a high level spell, but
It's a 4th level spell.
yeah.
oh, wow.
You know what? Whatever. Yeah, I don't care. I don't let anybody else know what that does, and then
Okay.
if I can, I would like to begin the process.
Do you want to know what it does?
I know what it does.
Okay.
You know what it does?
Yeah. It's one of those weird spells that's like specifically useful.
AKA useless.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Okay, so I place the 2 woven wooden rings on the lectern, and also the smoking pipe and one of the scrolls, and begin the process of disenchanting and enchanting.
Now, okay, so you're just gonna make as many as you can.
I don't know how this works. My goal is to make 2 rings of water walking.
Okay, so what all are you scrapping? The scroll?
The smoking pipe and the scroll of private sanctum.
You are a little short.
Of magical energy. Okay.
Oh, you know
Is
what?
this
No,
something
no, no.
the
Sorry, actually, that'll just do it. Well, that'll make 1 ring.
That'll make 1 ring. You know what? That's
Yeah.
good enough. That's good enough for now.
Okay.
is the group in on what you're doing over here?
Pluck up. I haven't really said anything
He
besides
has
I'm
not
making
really
shit.
explained anything. You watched as he just
Okay.
kind of described what these things do, and you watch as he places he starts with a pipe. He places it on the arcane lectern. He lays his lute out over like kind of on the lectern too, plucks a single string, and you watch as this reverberation like turns into a feedback loop on feedback loop on feedback loop, and you watch as this pipe literally just starts to vibrate until it tears itself apart, and there are just these like little scraps, like little like bits of alphabet soup of these like magical runes that are just kind of twirling in like this geometric pattern, stabilized by the magic of the lectern. As that happens, he essentially takes this kind of twine wooden ring that he's kind of carved, and you watch as with kind of arced fingers he starts very meticulously, almost like almost like chiseling in runes and like using what he can from the base materials that he's extracted. There is some waste to this process, so as he makes the 1 ring, you do watch as some of the magical energy kind of dissipates to entropy.
Are the items that you had originally used, like, are they still there? Like, not like in their magical form because
No, you
stripped
watch
them.
as he just ripped. No, they're destroyed. Like the
Oh, okay.
spell scroll has been ripped into shreds of paper, and the pipe itself, it is now cracked, but still physically there.
I take the crap fuck.
Okay.
Damn it! You take the crap pipe, you would.
Did you reach for it?
Samugi was approaching it. Just
I'll give it to you.
Samugi goes, "It's been a few decades since I've enjoyed some gnome clover, and I wouldn't mind having a bowl to myself or with others if you would like."
Always kind of smoke.
I've seen what it does to people. No thanks.
Not during my monk days, but I guess those days are behind me now. It's the new Samugi.
Before a smoker. You done?
Just about, I think. Let me put this right here. And am I done?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I heard
He holds up a kind of large wooden ring. It's like made of like it looks like the roots are twisting and making a braid around. Um, and he holds it in his palm and holds it out to you, Varric.
Hey,
I hope I got the size right. I kind of just guessed, but you have big fingers. This will allow you to be like the mythic Kozanite Jesus Christ, and
Nice.
step upon water as if it were land.
oh, I thought it was gonna let me turn water into wine. Would have been more useful.
That's a different enchantment. I don't think I know it.
Which finger does it fit on?
As you look at it, you kind of start to test them. It doesn't really look like it would fit on actually any of your fingers. However, as you start to just kind of like press it against your finger, there is a warmth to it, and for a second, the wood almost turns into like a soft vine, and it wraps around your finger and just sets.
Then I'd like to do it on my pinky.
Okay, so it did that just kind of on like your middle finger as you were kind of toying with it. As you go to take it off, it releases,
Ugh.
and you put it on your pinky, and you now have a wooden pinky ring.
Do I have to
Nice.
attune to this?
It's on D&D Beyond. It's a ring of water walking. I don't think so.
I don't think you do.
No.
Ring of water walking.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Okay. What else would you guys like to do?
I want to break the bottom of the table.
Okay. Go ahead and how are you going about this?
With a hammer.
You're hitting it with a hammer.
I have a hammer.
Okay.
Do I have a pickaxe anywhere?
Are we breaking the lectern now? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, where you marked it.
Oh, okay. Okay. With a hammer?
I have a spell for this. We could use a spell if you don't want to, like, fuck up your tools.
I'm gonna use the hammer.
Kazakh, I would say the way it is right now, the spell might completely shatter it entirely. It would help to have like an actual indent in it first. Even you not being a physical,
He's just trying to be like, he's just trying to cast spells and shit.
I will say, as you look at what's happening, though, you do feel that although this is not your forte, a hammer might not be the tool to use to precisely, trying to think of a synonym for chisel away a portion of stone.
Yeah, he'll mention that he just felt like really he was made to feel really small by the artificer. Now he's kind of just like trying to make up for it.
I can use the pick side.
You could.
Don't you still have a pick?
It's
It's a double-headed.
the hammer has
Okay.
a smash and a poke.
So go ahead and make a. You have a choice of strength or dexterity.
Well, strength is what I'm good at.
Okay. You are good at that. So go ahead and make a strength check.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. So you are attempting to hit this thing as hard as you can,
Underneath the alignment.
hopefully underneath the line. So you certainly hit it hard enough. Let's see if you struck true. Go ahead and just give me a straight dexterity check.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
Jesus.
With that, you watch as the stack kind of walks over to this thing, kind of kicks it, inspects it once. Samugi, you might be kind of like going over your tools and things that you might have that are a little more precise, and you watch as this huge fucking hammer is elevated into the air, and with one swift motion, the stack fucking buries it into the lectern, and like after that cranks it, causing a huge crack to kind of go through it and pulls it out. He did hit under the line, despite that wild and not appearing to be very precise swing.
I was a minor. This is like what I was.
This
You were a minor
mining,
for 3 months.
I mean,
3 months. And
this, yeah. So everything went great. So Kazakh, you've now got a kind of a leading edge if you want to attempt a shatter spell.
Yeah, Kazakh will speak the ancient language of the arcane, El Shattero, and then it'll shatter. Hopefully,
Go ahead and give me a spell casting ability check.
okay. So just like an attack roll, like a regular attack roll.
Basically, yeah.
Magic is now Spanglish. It's in canon.
Do I get advantage for the thing, or do I it's just regular roll?
This is not an attack. In fact, you wouldn't even add your. This is just a spell casting ability check. So roll plus your intelligence.
Okay. I got my first roll was it's a grand total of 5.
A grand total of 5. So you cast the spell. Okay. So you cast a spell. Let's see. Okay, so Mugi, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
God.
God damn it.
Oh, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, good. Good.
So Mugi, as you are going through your tools, you hear El Shattero, and you turn and look up. There is this deafening, thunderous sound, and a blast centered around the lectern, and a piece of fucking rock shrapnel fires at your head and nails you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm so sorry.
And with that, you kind of, the rest of you kind of hear this loud crack as the lectern itself falls. It is loosed from the stone. There is a large crack that is going up past the point that Samugi marked.
what? Are you broken?
That was my axe. I didn't roll the R's. I think is what happened.
There's no R's in. Oh, El Shadow.
Yes,
I
my
guess
bad. I feel Kazakh feels really bad about the shrapnel part.
You've really done it now, haven't you, Kazakh?
That's yeah. I don't really know what to say, guys. That's at least it's loose. I don't.
It's a good thing you could pilot the ship.
Yeah, I'm realizing that my usefulness is starting to narrow into some niche areas. Sorry, guys.
Well, can we pick it up at least?
You go over and inspect. As you go over and inspect the lectern, you watch as this crack, whether by nature of the way it was crafted or just pure fucking luck, the crack that goes up spans about 6 rows of runes, and it threads the needle between these 6 rows, which means it does not appear to be disrupting anything vital to its completion. However, if it sustains more damage, it is now very at risk. At some point, you might want to have this thing looked at.
I lift it.
As a Goliath, actually, yeah, you can, because you can carry like things that are a size larger than you. So you watch as the stack goes over to this thing and just like heaves it over his shoulder.
Smokey is
Alright.
gently, gently.
I'd like to see you lift this thing, short stack.
Are you talking to me?
You're the shortest one here.
I'm sure you would like to see me lift it, but it's not worth it. Just carry it and don't drop it, please.
Wasn't planning on it. We going back to the boat or what?
It's only a few mile hike. I'm ready.
As this happens, the earth beneath you, Samugi, you would notice this first.
Okay.
You feel a faint rumble,
Like an earthquake?
something like that.
Okay.
It
A
feels,
pair of
it
new
feels a
boots
little
on?
smoother. You want to try one of the new boots?
Yeah.
Boots.
Does anyone else feel it or just me?
You're the one that feels it right now. Sundara, you have a choice. There are two boots that look very stylish for someone that was going out into like a winter snow hike sort of thing. They're kind of like what would they be equivalent to? Kind of like Uggs, but like they've got like
Moon
a
boots.
like gilded with like kind of fur. Very strapping.
Seems a little hot for the desert.
You also have a more humble-looking pair of boots that it just appears to be like straight leather. On the bottom of them, though, there's kind of like a Reebok style array of these what look like almost titanium or metal rings that go around like the sole, the like base of the boot, with like a large leather strap.
She totally picks those ones. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And Samugi mentions the ground. Did you guys feel that? Kind of bracing himself.
Do you mean that spell that blew up the lectern? I did feel that.
No, it
Yeah,
was
I feel it too.
a subtle underground vibration I just felt. Everyone be on your toes.
Sundara stands on her toes.
Not
Okay.
literally.
With your new boots.
With my new boots.
Okay. Let me check here. You don't necessarily notice any rumbling, whether it's the boots or not. You do feel, though, with these boots, you feel, I don't know, you kind of get this like Mike sensation that you could just totally dunk right now.
I start moving towards the exit. This is a heavy rock.
Can we feel
Okay.
anything in the ground still? Nothing? Can I bend down and touch the ground?
I'm not waiting around to find out.
Okay, make a perception check.
That's a 5.
Oh, it tells me.
Yeah, no. Like you there's it's more like background noise. It's like you hear your colleagues like walking around you and the heavy footfall of the stack as he walks out mumbling something or other about not waiting around to find out. So yeah, right now you don't hear anything. If you want to wait by yourself and
Nope,
like
sure don't.
do that.
Sure don't.
As you begin to walk outside, you do see in the distance to the east, there's a faint approaching what appears to be a little like kick up of dust and sand.
Does it look hostile?
I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know. It's a trail of dust that is approaching you at about 60 feet around.
Mm.
So it's moving.
Wanted to come to
That's. Should we like find cover, or should you get out of the way? That doesn't look good.
Well, someone's coming to pick up the boy. Probably them. No other reason to venture out here.
Oh, the guy. Oh, I forgot we had a kid. That's no, that totally slipped. But yeah, we gotta go for the kid. Where's the kid?
As you're having
At
this
the inn.
conversation, about 200 feet down, like beneath you at the base of this mesa, you see this explosion of sand. As I don't know if any of you have seen this before, but
Like Dune.
a large, kind of hard-scaled creature just bursts out of the sand
Like
and
Dune.
lands. I'd say
Get in the airship.
you would recognize a bullet, a land shark. It is followed by
Yes.
another as it lands next to it. This is a pair of two.
I gently set down the boulder.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys those things live to the desert. Sorry.
You do see that there are appear to be chains and ropes that are attached to them in like a harness, and behind them, kind of coasting to a stop, you see what appears to be a floating, not a floating, but a platform that's kind of raking through the desert, and you watch as two individuals begin to step out of this, almost like a covered carriage that appears to have
What is
been pulled by these creatures.
What?
They got like a sand chariot kind of thing going on.
Pretty much, yeah.
An undersand chariot?
Yep.
Disgusting.
That's pretty badass. I mean, those bullets are pretty. Those are well-fed looking creatures. Look at those.
I
Casually take my hammer off my back and just kind of hold it.
Okay.
Are they
step
hostile?
forward to address.
Cass, you said you want to step forward?
Yeah, I just begin stepping forward to address them.
Okay. They're way down. Like they're by the inn. You are up like atop the mesa. They're like again 200 feet away. But you want to start walking towards that direction?
Yeah, not too far away from the group, just so
Okay.
they can interact with me.
I will grab the boulder again.
As this happens, you begin hearing what sounds like a friendly introduction, kind of like background speaking, and as you get closer, you see what appears to be kind of a cloth-laden, kind of tall and not as like built Goliath that appears to be addressing Rashid. In the background, kind of by the carriages, you see a kind of very live and kind of dark clothed feminine figure.
Okay. I mean, if they're not if they're not coming towards us, then hey, I think we're good. Talking with Rashid, a bunch of weirdos. I think we're fine. And I'll just sort of stand watch, waiting to see if they come towards us.
Okay. I assume you're somewhat visible.
Yeah.
You watch as they greet. The feminine figure is kind of staying back in the shadows. The Goliath gives a friendly greeting to Rashid. You see him kind of greet David and have a quick word with him. And then you watch as he approaches. I guess you would be up front. And he just kind of ducks his head a little bit and holds out a hand and just goes, "Hi, greetings. My name is Ismail. I heard a little bit about your troop. Thank you for protecting my nephew."
I suppose you're the transportation to the city? You're welcome.
Yes, I am many things. My group was also struck with tragedy. It appears the same evening that yours was as well. I actually lost, all of my crew. And we lost all but one of the mercenaries that were tasked with protecting our shipment, and we lost our shipment itself. So, this is what you get for traveling on the Week of Spirits, eh?
Dangerous journeys. Yeah, it's been a weird 24 hours here, but could we help you? We're just about to leave real soon. I kind of feel like
Yeah, I was thinking we cut straight to business here. I have You've already done much. I have a bit of a conundrum, as I need to take what remains of my shipment and my my Gilded Glaive mercenary. They need to get back home, and I need to ensure that my nephew is protected and finds his home in Alhadria.
Where's home for the mercenary?
They're part of the Gilded Glaive caravan.
Don't know what that is.
Oh, I thought you were Westerners. My apologies. That is a merchant union out of New Callum.
Oh, that's where we're going.
how
Right.
fortunate.
We could give them a ride.
So you are from New Callum, then?
Not really.
Making our way there.
We're travelers.
I will ask no more questions. Hey, I've been on the run too. Okay. It gets better.
I subtly bring up my collar to hide the tattoo.
I pulled down my collar.
Yeah, you pull. You're kind of wearing almost like a cloth. It's hard to hide yours. He just goes, "Oh, I didn't even. Is that what that is? What have you been branded for, big friend?" And as he does, he goes up to give you like a strength and honor, like Goliath handshake. Yeah,
Roman stuff.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big serious.
Yeah.
The usual tomfoolery, breaking and entering, intimidating political leaders,
Ah,
kind of thing.
my.
I know, surprisingly, not a murder.
Well, excellent.
Not that I got caught for.
Hey, I like that you wear it, man. Be proud. Since we're sharing this, I've got my own. You see, he's got like a little brand on his wrist as well.
What they got you for?
I'm a smuggler, so
Makes sense.
yeah. At any rate, if you can ensure safe transit of my remaining goods and my colleague from my New Callum friends, I'd be willing to. Fuck.
That's a little forward.
Oh, sorry.
Go
Forgive
on,
me.
go on.
Your common tongue, and you watch as he starts kind of like rattling off in what you can all only assume is Dalmiri. Sundara, you could pick this up a little bit. It's just a string of what appear to be swear words. As he's just kind of like literally kind of poking his head. 1 second. And he kind of turns back, and you see him briefly like exchange words with the female figure behind him. And she kind of looks up at you, he looks back at you, looks back at her, nods, looks back at you, looks back at her,
A wave at
nods
her.
again. He says,
Speaking telepath.
I have it on good authority that the Gilded Glaive is very likely to
Compensate us.
pay something in compensation for their appreciation of salvaging what merchandise you could and ensuring the safe transit of one of their vendors.
Oh, quick question. All the supplies above the board. We're not going to be stopped by any authorities. And,
Right. Let's leave that to my friend.
got it.
I mean, we're going to
Friend of
set off everybody, but I mean, this might help us in New Callum. I suppose it's not a bad idea to take it. What do you all think?
Totally on board.
So, do you have any means of transportation?
We got a boat.
Where is your boat docked?
It's hidden.
Okay. In, like, Karsus Folly, or...
Just off the coast. Literally, like, north. Or
My friend, there's nothing north.
which way am I? I need to
It's
see the map.
west. It's west.
What is it?
The ship was docked north. It was left
It's
north.
north.
But he's right. There's no... I mean, there's no port there.
It's not
Oh,
really port.
we don't.
We're just kind of floating there. We're, you know, it's there.
Anchored offshore.
He rubs his forehead and once again begins swearing in Dalmiri, and he just says, just leaving it out in Kozanite waters, eh?
We're
It's
risky.
literally hidden in there.
Yeah, excellent. Good traits for a smuggler. Good. Very good. Okay.
We haven't been doing this for long.
I don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah,
Hey,
you,
you are, right?
We've got gusto.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't have this conversation. I think this is gonna be great. Group meet Alada group. It's out of my hands now. And then he just kind of like you see him begin to just pray, and and he begins walking over to. You see, he walks over to one of the bullets, and just kind of like rubs it on what would be like its snout, and just kind of like says a couple words to it, kind of close to its eyes, and then just rubs it once more and starts loading up the other thresher.
Oh, so he's giving us a ride?
It appears that they're splitting up. So at this point, the female figure approaches you and just says, the desert can be more dangerous at night. It's probably best if you load up whatever supplies you have, and we leave now. I hear that your boat is out in the sea up north. Or that's at least where you left it.
Correct.
Yes.
Is it worth going to check to see if it is there?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What? Yes.
No. Why?
It's
'Cause we
certainly
hid.
still there.
It's underwater, guys. It's fine.
We're going
Are we
to
not
take.
taking the boat?
We're taking the boat. I'm not going to walk to New Callum.
Right.
Okay, unless my geography is wrong, taking the boat does nothing.
Yes, it does.
Around.
Yeah.
I thought
You
we were
can't
going to
go-
Alhadria.
No.
No, we're going to New Callum.
We're
Oh.
on a new Callum.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, were you here?
Rings. I was distracted. Okay.
If you wish to go to Alhadria, some of my colleagues within New Callum could arrange for faster transport back. And I'm sure if you provide me safe passage, that could be something that I could help negotiate.
Well, then we should get started towards the boat. I pick up the boulder,
Okay.
put it on the thing.
I'm sure Thanya can help you.
She just like watches you
I don't need help lifting.
lift that up. Yeah. You go ahead and make a performance check.
13.
So to everyone but Samugi, it seems like the stack just effortlessly hoists this thing up. Samugi, you would notice after he like lays it down, he just kind of like nods, looks confident, and then just like kind of ducks behind the thresher and takes a couple really deep breaths, like quiet, really deep breaths.
Did I impress the new girl?
She just watched you lift that and had no emotion in her eyes. It's you from what you could see on her face, she is remarkably pale, very sallow appearing, and appears to have just jet black eyes.
Hot. Okay. Could have just said
Exactly. Yep. I could have just said that, I suppose.
The definition.
You all noticed Thanya has not really been around.
What, she's gone?
Like is missing?
I mean, you guys have kind of been running around doing your own thing, but Thanya wasn't with you. She helped she helped essentially like inter Nadia with Rashid, and you guys kind of left her to do that.
She joined with Rashid? Or she come with us?
I'm just saying you have not seen like you've been doing your own thing, so Thanya was not with you while all this was happening.
Can I
Okay.
go search the inn to see if Thanya's hanging out somewhere?
As you go in into the inn, you definitely immediately see Thanya. She's sitting there. She's just got a pile of what were previously spiced meats that she is just completely like over fucking cooked. And she's just kind of like slowly eating them and just like watching as David is just packing.
I kind of look at Thanya and I say, Thanya, we are going to leave to New Callum. Are you okay?
She does not seem to respond. She's kind of like she's like spaced out right now, and you spoke very softly.
Hey,
Thanya!
you alright?
So you're there too. Actually, you wouldn't be there. You were lifting some shit.
Sure.
So
I'm working out.
as you speak louder, she kind of like shakes her head for a second and then looks at you, and just says, "Sorry, I think I took a bigger hit to the head than I thought. Jesus Christ." What did you say? What?
We are leaving to New Callum. We are all packed up and ready to go. What happened to your meat? I thought.
Oh, I always eat it this way.
Have I seen Tanya do that before?
You haven't really seen her, like, you've just been kind of out on the sea and then here. You haven't seen her prepare her own food. It wouldn't be surprising that she's not a great cook. But go ahead and make an insight check.
That's a 14.
14. Regardless of any cooking or anything else, you look at Thanya, and she is trying to hide that she is scared.
I come up closer to her so I don't feel like I have to shout. Tanya, is everything okay?
Yes, everything's fine. You watch as you approach, she like shrinks away just a little bit. And she starts like nervously doing that thing where she kind of like is bouncing her leg up and down like on the ball of her foot.
Tanya, what is wrong? What's going on?
She looks at you and very earnestly just says, you can keep a secret, right?
Yes.
There was something about that fight that shook me. I feel like I've previously kind of, when I fight, sometimes I grow in size, and there was just something about it that just felt harder to control. That's all. So it just kind of got me a little fucked up in the head right now. So I'm just trying to relax.
I see. Well, you have protected me since Ironford, and I will protect you now, okay? It's going to be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just need to get some rest, so I think I'm just gonna, maybe when I get to the ship, maybe just getting kind of below deck, like an actual bed or something would be good.
Yes, some sleep, and relax your head, and some maybe not burnt food would be good.
Yeah, I was never much of a cook. And I'm not really even hungry anyways. And she just kind of like takes one more bite of the meat and then like puts it down. And then like says, "Okay, we're ready to go?"
Yeah, yes, we're ready. We
Okay.
are heading back to the ship now.
She stands up and takes like another bite real quick, and then like another one real quick, and then like steps out.
Sindar kind of like side eyes her while she does that. All right. As we walk out, and I presume as we start like walking through the desert, I want to kind of lag back and just watch her to see if she does anything weird.
I'll give you another roll for this. Give me a perception check.
Ugh, 5. I can't see anything.
Your previous insight check stands. I will say, you do feel like there's something a little different. You can't put your finger on it. There's just something. You don't know if it's like the way that her hair is made up or like something from the battle, but there's something like physically about her that you feel like is different. You just haven't seen her enough to know. She's acting otherwise normal. She kind of like, as you've given her a bit of a pep talk, she gets more and more into her own skin.
If possible, and there's a chance while we're walking, and it doesn't seem suspicious, I want to talk to Samugi.
Okay. I'd say it's pretty easy to find your time. Like, it looks like she is very much just trying to like be useful and like start loading some things up. They're packing up supplies for the journey. So you can easily pull Samugi aside.
Samugi, when we first met, you said something about people turning into like the creature that we just fought. Is that a thing?
Oh yes, it is a thing. I can tell you myself from firsthand experience. These arms didn't grow themselves. Well, they did, but not unprompted, of course.
So is it like a disease or is it like a blight? Like how does that happen?
I would describe it as more of a toxic relationship. You see, when in my own experience, when I had befriended an otherwise or what I assumed to be a harmless spirit, because these goblin spirits, Oni or Dokebi or what have you, it's not always black and white. Sometimes they're helpful friends, sometimes they're a curse. And in this case, I thought that the demon was my friend, so I befriended him, and I just slowly found myself to physically look like him, at which point I decided it was best that I cut off all contact from him. But at this point, as he's revisited us now, it seems like yes, it is a curse, and he seems to have grown some sort of attachment to me.
Is there a way to tell when someone is in a relationship with this thing?
I'm not sure that there's a way that you can tell without them revealing it to you. In the case of my own demon, I just, you know, recently have come to found that he reacts quite violently to the sight and smell of blood, which
As
some of
this
you.
happens, Thanya
Well,
steps up from around the corner and just says, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
You're good. How are you doing?
Good. They're saying they're ready to go.
And we are ready to write Samugi. And I kind of
right you
like
are.
look at Samugi and try to like imply like let's not talk about what we were just talking about.
And then she goes, "What are you guys talking about?"
Just what a
Sadara
long
freezes.
and Samugi just says, so just what a long and strange journey it's been up until now. Have you ever had any gnome herb? Or do you know where a guy could get some?
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Yeah, I feel like that was a genuine question.
It could be performance too.
Okay.
They're probably the same for you.
Yeah, that was a 14.
14. She just goes, no, I don't. Anyways, they're ready whenever you guys are. You could finish whatever you're doing, and just turns around and walks away.
I turned to Sabugi, and before I was trying to be chill about it, and I go, something is wrong with Danya. I saw her eating very charred meat. It reminded me of the Oni in the desert.
It is quite odd, quite suspicious. I think it's best we keep our eyes on her. And perhaps best that and then he grabs his little blood necklace thing and just kind of like throws it to the side. Probably keep that away from her. And
Okay.
then we go aboard the ship.
Okay. All right. So as you go aboard the ship, it's kind of like it's nice. It's shaded. There's a bit of like a helm with ropes that go like what appear to be deep in the ground. And with everyone loaded up, you watch as Alara, your guide, just tugs the rope in like a very specific way, and you watch as the bullet just dives into the sand, and with a jerk, your vessel is pulled, and you begin moving at quite a lot of speed. It's very odd. It's almost like sailing.
I frantically stabilized the boulder.
Yeah. You look behind you. There's not a lot. There's no like safety netting or anything like that. So this is like you could easily fall out of this. And there's sand dunes. So it's very much like this is a bumpy, and
Are we going under the sand?
you're not going under the sand. The ropes go under the sand, and you're essentially like parasailing, but underground.
Ropes.
Yeah.
Cool.
You look behind you, and in your wake, you're leaving like this like V-shaped sand wake, but also just what looks like these like raking marks through the sand. You know, towed by a bullet, you find no trouble, or no trouble finds you as you make your way north. I mean, you're moving at like 10 times the pace you were when you were on foot, especially through this difficult terrain. The bullet just glides through the sand. You get to a point where you're actually sensing that you're leaving the desert, and it becomes kind of more kind of sand rock. As that happens, the ride gets a hell of a lot bumpier. And slower. Still faster than walking, though. As I presume someone is helping guide Alara as to where your camp is. As you... It would actually now be maybe about like by a little after noon. This would only be a couple hours. You make it back to your camp. As you approach, you see Billy the boatswain. You see Briggs. They kind of wave at your troop, a little unsure, as you set out for Alhadria and return in a carriage led by a bullet. And you watch as Billy is currently in the process. Actually, Briggs is in the process of butchering what appears to be a deer or an elk.
Oh. See, they're not useless.
So as you approach, they just go. You watch as Briggs kind of sets down what he's doing and comes up and just goes, "Oh, hey, boss. Back so soon? Me and the boss, we're just getting to know each other. I thought it'd be cool if we all start calling him the boss."
Does he like that?
I haven't said it to his face. I wanted to start a thing and check with you guys first so that we all do it at the same time. I feel like that gives him less of a choice. He does not respond to that. Well, it's just he doesn't know what you're saying. You gotta don't just yell it at him. But how'd it go? You are all princes and princesses of Alhadria, I presume. Hi there, new face. You are fucked looking. Okay.
Hey, be nice to the lady. She's new.
Right. You.
I mean, it's too late now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So back to sea. You coming back to take us with?
We didn't make it. Kind of had some trouble. We're going to New Callum.
New Callum. All right. Yeah. I might stay on the ship, but
turns out they would have killed us in Alhadria. Terrible idea, right from the start.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
You should have.
I did.
So okay. Well, we learned going to New Callum now. We are also responsible for a child. So please put away anything that goes boom. Please.
Oh, child's not with us.
Oh, it's not?
Job's going to Hydra.
I'm so fucking
You just
confused.
rode for 2 hours. No
We have the
job.
cargo.
We're
Right,
responsible
we're-
for the cargo, so he should still put away anything that goes boom.
Yeah, that's probably just a good idea.
In all our best interest.
Don't worry, boss. Never leaves my side.
Okay.
Still worried.
Oh,
In fact,
Yeah, this is my powder pouch.
oh, powder pouch. Makes sense.
You always want it close by.
I grab the boulder and walk on the water.
Oh, that's a good point.
There we go.
Don't we need
Um,
to bring our ship up, or how does that work?
I'm gonna stand. So there's the platform that's visible, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like you have to kind of look around for it, but yeah.
I'm not gonna stand on the platform. I'm gonna stand where I assume the deck of the ship will be
Mhm.
when it raises up.
Okay. And are you just gonna wait?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that, you're all just gearing to board up on the ship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. He just goes, "Oh, you caught us at a weird time. Let me just wrap this up here." And he just like goes over to like the bloody elk he was butchering, and starts to like fold it in some linens, and like goes, "Hey, Bose, you want to help me out with this one?" And he just goes, "Oh, sure. There, I can just grab this there and put it over there, and there it is." So they get geared up to help out. Thanya is just kind of like unloading stuff by the thresher. And with that, Alara kind of approaches you all and just goes, "I'm sorry, I'm confused. You said you had a ship, and we're unloading things here, and I see no ship."
Alright,
The
Magic Boy.
ship will come.
It's a weird ship. But
It's a
we have
weird
one.
ship.
Magic Boy, do your thing.
Okay. So with that, I assume you guys all want to get in position first, or do you want to like have a boat like hoisted up on the ship? However you want to do it.
For the
Oh,
s-
yeah.
for the,
Just get in position.
yeah, for the
Okay.
sake of being cool, I want to get in position and like grab the
Okay.
mast as it rises.
Okay.
You want to
so-
see a ship? Well, vamonos! And then the ship explodes out from wherever it came, but like super fast. Probably not like the cleanest.
Go ahead and make a straight Arcana check here. Let's see if you can break the stack's knees.
That's not my intention. I got a natural 20.
Hey,
All right, cool.
perfect.
Is that good for me or bad?
I don't know.
Sounds like that.
So Sundara, you specifically, as you watch Kazakh's, you sense perhaps sensing someone's need to prove themselves, in trying to raise the ship as fast as he can. You do hear the echoing words of Solinor in his letter to Gunnar, in how he described how if it weren't weighed down with all the dark iron, it would literally leap out of the water. And with that, he watches Kaz, in a very mad scientist way, just raises his hands, alight with arcane energy. The ship underneath, you hear just the groaning of metal moving at pace. And with that, there is just a geyser of water, wood, and steel, as the ship almost actually does quite literally like leap out of the water as all the ceiling enchantments are instantaneously broken. You from the inside you hear a muffled and I need you to make a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Wait, I want to cancel the disadvantage.
Okay.
Thank you.
All that work getting that damn thing out of the desert.
15.
15. Okay. So with that, you look up with this look of like, I'm fucked. Because you can tell this boat is rising way too fast.
Yeah.
As that happens, you brace. You have a choice between saving the boulder and saving yourself.
The boulder.
Okay. So with that, what you do is instead of holding it and standing on your knees, you actually turn, like hug the boulder, and just fall back into the water.
Into the water?
Into the water as the ship comes up, and just let it impact your back so you can
Oh.
stabilize the boulder itself.
That's
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
nice.
Um,
All of the damage from this session has been from casting.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that how? That's the price of having a wizard in your party. That's how it goes.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'll pay dividends later, you guys. You're investing. So with that, oh, I also need Cass and Sandara to make strength saving throws.
Literally worst.
These are not as hard because you're already on the structure instead of having it rising to meet you.
And you're not
I
holding
got a 0.
Yeah, I didn't get much better. I got a 7. No, a 6.
Kazakh, you too.
What about Smoothie?
Were you on the ship?
Samugi, after having some experience with Kazakh's magical abilities,
You just
Sabbath
wanted to see
for
this play out first, yeah.
yeah.
What was the check?
Strength
Alex?
saving throw.
Athletic? What was the saving throw?
Strength save.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Saving throw. 15 or 14.
You made it. The DC was 10.
What why do you say?
Much higher.
Okay.
And you actually, what you got is considered a success.
15.
Yeah.
Half damage.
Okay. So, Kazakh, as you will this into being, you realize I've made a mistake. So you kind of like buckle down and like grab onto the grating beneath, kind of summoning whatever strength you can from your half-orc ancestors. And with that, Cass and Sandara are just yoked off the ship.
God.
Very much in like a slingshot kind of way. They're going to land harmlessly in the water, but soaked they will be. You did, Sandara, you did, as you were in transit, you did kind of see, like, or actually before you were in transit, because you could have used your ability on yourself, you kind of saw what was happening, and you chose to save Varric, knowing that you were probably fucked. So, both of you are tossed into the drink.
I'm sure that's safe.
So with that, Samugi, you would kind of hear Alara just go, "I see," and begin loading stuff over by a nearby rowboat to kind of get stuff on board. After enough time, everyone is brought on board the ship. Those of you who have taken a dip have dried off.
Before I dry off, I want to go up to Kazakh and I like kind of come at him and like point at his chest. And I'm like, Your magic is chaotic and unsustainable. You need to practice to get some order to your magic.
Damn.
You know, ironically, that was actually on my performance review back in the tower, like word for word.
It is dangerous and a threat to our party.
that was also included, but it was the classmates instead of the party. I'll work on it. I'm gonna work on it. Just let me. No, I'll work on it.
And she like storms off.
In a huff, after the sorcerer scolds the wizard for being too chaotic, he walks away.
Kazuk looks pretty dejected. He's
Yeah.
not feeling good about himself.
With that, you watch as with like a gaping wound above his head, you watch as Leland kind of crawls up from below decks,
That's right.
and he just goes, "What the hell was that?"
A mistake. Sorry, Leland.
Don't you all know I'm on a nocturnal schedule?
No.
Yes, well, that's no, that's my bad. I didn't extend the S's at the end of that one, so just you taking notes, lessons learned and all that, guys. Let's just move on.
You know it's bad luck to wake a man from his sleep.
Well, never.
I've not heard that. That's kind of a strange colloquialism.
There's exposed skull. You watch as he's just like.
Can I give him a health potion? Can I just while I'm talking?
He's just got like paper thin skin, like. So there's just like skull here, and then he is just bleeding. Like his whole face is covered in blood. He's not really putting any pressure on it or anything like that. He's just like he's trying to blink through it. He's sitting there like.
You got a little you got some blood on your face there. You should.
What?
and I'll just use part of my greasy robe to kind of start patting away at the blood. Can we get him healing at all? I feel bad.
It starts to stick to his skin, and then you pull it away. And I'm telling you, this skin is like wet paper. So just touching it and just you make it worse. So with that, you watch as the shadowy female figure just approaches, and she kind of leans in and whispers something in his ear, and you watch as the skin just stitches itself closed and the bleeding stops.
Gross.
Where was Thanya
That's
during all of this?
Perfect.
Thanya is not on board yet. It's going to take a couple trips to go out. Thanya's been hanging back.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that boulder down below the deck, next to the forge.
Away from Kazakh.
Yeah.
So with that, Leyland just goes, I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm going to go back to sleep. And he turns around, walking away from the huge puddle of blood that he left, and disappears below deck. With that, everyone kind of begins to make it on board. As Thanya approaches, you watch as she kind of halts at the sight of the blood and just kind of stops, stares at it, and then turns and walks over to the helm of the ship and is back towards the helm, just leaning over, looking out at sea. Kazakh, are you sending us off?
See.
Okay. So with that, you begin incanting, and as you feel yourself connect with the machine, the ship much more smoothly begins to accelerate.
Which way are we going? The short way or the long?
Good question.
We're going west of
Aren't
Westeros.
they?
Pull up the map.
I feel like we should go away from Ironford, just in case.
So that would be going west.
Probably not a bad idea. I mean, we can probably take some Kozanites, as long as we avoid any big groups, right?
So you guys are...
Pretty much.
Kind of close.
So you guys are about here.
Let me see.
And we want to go away from Ironford.
And your destination is here.
Yeah, it also seems to be the shorter way.
Gotta be kind of a roundabout way. Jesus Christ. Okay.
So yeah, you're actually like right dead center of Koza country. So either way, you're
Can you scroll a little further west, Alex? What's on the edge of that? Okay. So nothing. What are those two structures there at the end?
these are settlements along the way.
Okay. They're not that important, I'm guessing, if they don't got names.
They're unnamed on your map.
Okay.
Guess if we need supplies, we could stop off.
Yeah. In terms of supplies, can we make it all the way to our destination as is, or are we gonna have to stop somewhere along the way?
Your bosun speaks up and just goes, well, after Briggs did a bit of hunting there, I think we're actually ending our little excursion at a net benefit, as we've actually picked up a couple supplies. So that was kind of unique. I learned how to use a bow and arrow. So
That's nice. I'm sure that'll be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say New Callum, I'm not the navigator here, but being around a couple, what they would probably tell you is based on the winds and the stars, you're probably looking at about with the way this ship moves, probably about a 2-day journey. So I think we're more than good on supplies. This and he kind of like kicks the side of the ship. He goes, "This old gal moves like no other." So you might
Please
as well
don't
forget.
kick the
Okay. Can you feel that in your head when I do that? If you don't mind me asking.
Can Kazik feel that in his head?
No.
Yes, I can. I feel every square inch of this vessel. I
Yeah?
am
You can feel it, huh?
well versed.
How about this? You like it when I do that? How does that feel? Is that weird? Oh, how
Kazik
about
starts
over
to
here?
look really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, that conversation didn't go how you thought it would, did it? No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. Maybe the lesson to learn here is just talk with respect, or you won't get none back. This is something I learned where I come from. Yep. They always learn one way or another, and he just kind of like slowly walks away, mumbling to himself.
Can I approach Cinderella?
Yes, you can.
Kind of like take her over, like so we're not.
Yeah,
in a
try
group.
to get away from the group. Sure.
Yeah. Did you use magic to help me?
Yes. I brought order to the universe for one small moment.
Even at the cost of your own being flung off a ship?
It is not the first time I have been flung off of something.
People don't usually help me like that.
Magic is a gift. What would I do if I am not helping people with it?
I just want to say thank you. Could have gone a lot worse.
Welcome.
If you ever need anything, all you do is
No. Thank you.
Samugi's going to interrupt at this point. He's kind of tracked down Sandara. Where are you guys, by the way?
I just kind of like.
I'd say they're actually going to be towards the front of the ship, kind of like looking out over the open waters.
Okay.
So you wouldn't hear the soft footfall of your gnome companion as he approaches.
So Samugi approaches with like a piece of paper and like something to write with. He goes, "Okay, have an idea," and then he looks at the stack, and then he looks at Sandara and he goes, "Does he know?"
No. I have not told anyone else.
Do I know what?
We are concerned that our friend Tanya is maybe infected with demon. I don't know how it works.
Is it
Some
contagious?
no. Tsumugi knows more about this.
Is it
We
contagious?
don't know. We don't know the condition. We don't know if it's contagious. All I know is that Tanya has been acting observably weird and eating very, very overcooked meat, which I've only observed one other foe to have done similarly.
Is it
If anyone
possible?
remembers.
Yep,
I
I
remember.
remember. I recall.
I just.
Okay.
Is
And
there
Tanya
possibly-
also ran away because that guy was bleeding.
So I think our fears are being confirmed. What was that, the stack? Your question?
Could she just be bad at cooking?
I did not dismiss that theory, and although I think she would be anyways, combined with all the other pieces of evidence, it strongly suggests that she is not in a healthy state of mind. She might be infected or possessed with a demon, or perhaps she herself is the demon. We don't know, but she's definitely acting off, and I think we should confront this at some issue before she confronts us.
Oh, I pray that she is not dead and that is actually the demon. Oh, that would be terrible.
It would. But my question, Sandara, was earlier I noticed when we were collecting trinkets and such at the mage's laboratory that you were making use of the small piece of machinery. What exactly did you do with that? The ship, the clockwork ship.
I delved into it and figured out its components, and then I took it apart to keep the little bits so that maybe in the future I could make things or something like that.
Okay. So
Okay,
you're
then-
able to move it on your own with your powers?
Well, I would have been if I didn't destroy it, but now
Right.
it's destroyed.
I see. It's very interesting, given that I have a special set of skills that allow me to tinker with clockwork. So I think perhaps you and I, if we joined our powers and our skill set, we could perhaps accomplish some interesting feats, don't you say?
Certainly. This is a new
I
power
was-
to me, so I'm not really good at it, but I think that would be fun to try.
I think
As
so too. And
exciting as this conversation is, what are we going to do about Thomia?
well, the only thing that I've been able to think of so far, and tell me if you think this is a terrible idea, is that we lure her into a trap that I construct that Sandara animates, and we can trap Tanya in there. I don't know what to do with her once we've trapped her, or if that's beneficial. I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm
Why
just
is my-
worried that she will lash out and attack us.
What if we just wait until she falls asleep and then smash her?
If you smash her, she might still be in there.
I'm good at smashing.
Would
Well,
you
we don't
kill
want
our
to-
friend?
A demon is no friend of mine.
You don't know that she's a demon completely. She could just be under a spell or something.
Okay.
And so,
Here's the deal.
go on.
I'll help you. I'll be a trapper in any way I can. But if she starts being more demony, I get to crush her.
I know I'm not privy to this conversation or anything, but like I have detect magic, so I don't know if that's like a thing I could cast to see if you guys want to see if she's under a spell or something.
You guys have also, while we're jumping, you guys have multiple spell scrolls that have not been identified.
Good point. Maybe we have.
And it's Castius who has the spell scrolls, right?
Perhaps we should let the rest of the group in on what we know so far for everyone's safety, if you think that's a good idea, Sandara, since you were the first to know.
Think so.
I say we don't tell Sonya.
Well, yes,
Well,
certainly,
yeah.
Varric, I agree with
Or
that.
the goblin.
Or who?
The goblin.
Oh,
He's got a pretty big mouth. For it.
Which one's that?
Briggs, I believe.
Briggs.
Yeah, he's kind of a wild card. I also, I mean, Kazik may be able to help us, but oh man, I don't trust that guy or his magic at all.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
With the exception of yourself, Sandara, I don't
Hurtful.
trust any mage farther than I can throw them. So,
Also
am-
hurtful.
Both complimented and somehow insulted, but that is fine.
I mean, I trust you. That's
Well, I appreciate that, but
what you saved me.
let's find Cassie. And I hope Cassie is nearby.
Yeah, Kazakh is. You look over and you watch as it looks like Kazakh is trying to maintain as much distance between him and the bosun. As the bosun's kind of making his way around ship, you see Kazakh almost in like a long distance dance, is kind of like counterclockwise matching his movements. So easy
That
to
makes
find.
me.
And Cass, where would you be?
I'd probably. Does this
Well,
ship have like a
not you,
viewport or
Kazakh.
anything like?
I'm asking Cass where he is while this is
Oh,
happening.
sorry.
Too many close names.
Too many close names.
Yeah.
I have to come up with nicknames.
I'm probably just chatting up with Alara.
Yeah.
Trying to move in on my girl.
Cool.
Nope, not sexually at all.
Okay, so you're chatting up Alara. We'll say you guys are actually towards the helm of the ship at the back as this is happening, with Thanya behind you.
Yeah, I'm not paying any attention to her.
Yeah. So as this happens, Kazakh is approached by Sandara and Samugi with Varric, the Stack, Stoneheart in tow.
Get the whole name out there. Huh?
I did.
I like it.
Hiya, guys. Thank you for the visit. I was getting a little lonely over there. The creepy old guy has been watching me. I could feel his eyes at the back of my neck. But not really looking.
Are you still piloting this thing?
Yeah. I could feel everything.
While they actually talk to him, I'm gonna just walk away and go talk.
Damn it, I want to walk away.
Wait, what?
I,
So you approach.
we all.
You greet Kazakh, and then you two walk away, leaving the Stack and Kazakh.
Yeah.
No.
in this conversation.
No. Samugi's not gonna walk away.
I'm gonna think of it as like, you know what? They're gonna keep him preoccupied, so I'm going to go talk to Cassius.
Okay.
Oh shit, did we not just... Oh wait, are we telling everyone? Did we decide that we were gonna tell everyone?
So here's what happens. You guys start talking to Kazakh. He responds, starts answering Varric's question. In the middle of that answer, Sandara wanders off. And Samugi, not deciding which way to go, you're locked in here. You kind of smile politely and stay as Sandara leaves. So Cassius, we're going to fast cut to you. You see Sandara leave a grouping of the rest of your crew, walk up these stairs, and approach you and Alara.
You wouldn't
I'll say
believe
in the brief amount of time that you've had a conversation with Alara, you've learned that
Before you tell me anything, Cassius is like dominating the conversation in a way that is obstructive.
Perfect. You've learned nothing.
Perfect. All right. And you wouldn't believe he came into this mage college and bard college, and like we had our own thing set up, and it was great and wonderful, and then he just came in and ruined it.
That's what power does. It's like the FETC. Once it corrupts all.
You know what? I don't know you, so maybe I trust you a little bit more than I should, but I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him as soon as I see
You should.
him.
You should.
Cassius, I am sorry to interrupt this very riveting conversation about planning a murder. How close is Thanya? Is she like within earshot or?
Yeah. It
She's
doesn't
nearby,
appear to be
okay.
paying attention, but yeah, she's
Okay.
like within what you would consider earshot.
I wanted to show you something on the, I believe it is called the bow of the ship. It's the front of the ship, where the waves, where we are moving in the direction of the ship.
Of course,
Yeah,
Alara,
something in the water. It's very
if
interesting.
you, and I point out the direction to the cabin's quarters, there's some food there. They don't look like food, but it's food in a glass jar. There's a fireplace, a comfy seat. Go ahead and make yourself at home here. Our ship is your ship. I'll be
Very
right
well.
back.
She stays right where she is.
Of course.
You walk over, Sindara, with one last look up. You see Thanya is now looking at you.
And I smile at her.
She waves.
Okay, and I want to get kind of far away from her before I talk to Cass about what's going on.
Okay, so you now walk past Kazakh again, this time with Cass, and you pass them going towards the front of the ship as Kazakh is still talking about how he controls the ship.
I don't glare at Kazakh, but I kind of like do a little side eye, just like.
Can I make an insight check, or can I perception check? Can I see, like, do I notice this?
Go ahead and make. I mean, is it that hard? Is it hard to notice? It doesn't
I
sound
mean,
very subtle.
I even grunt a little bit, so probably it's very easy. I'm just like,
Got eyes for Kazakh, huh? He's a bit of a
that
strange
is
one.
not, no, that is absolutely not. He infuriates me, and I will not talk about this any longer. Anyway, I must tell you something very important and serious.
Okay, so Samugi and Kazakh are still talking at the middle of the ship. You begin walking towards the top. As you do, you watch as Leyland is now up and about, as it's been a couple hours, and he also happens to be walking towards the bow of the ship too.
I'd just like to say that I have obviously stopped listening to Kazakh.
Yeah, I'm just shitting.
But I'm still standing there.
You're daydreaming.
Yeah,
So
I'm just-
what do we need to talk about? What's up? You seem
So,
pretty serious.
Yes, indeed. And I try to whisper and like prevent Leland from hearing us. So myself, Samugi, and Varric, we are all concerned about Thanya. She has confided in me, and unfortunately, we are worried that the Oni demon may be.
Captain, ship ahoy!
Yes, ship ahoy!
Ahoy!
Oh, ship ahoy. What does that mean?
It means ship ahoy.
I don't know.
There's a ship ahead. There's a.
Leland,
What the fuck's going on?
Leland, would
Mr.
you, would
Moogie
you...
just yells, "Ship ahoy!"
Jeez.
I've never heard of those.
What's
Leland,
the Kazakh see what's going on? Is there an actual ship approaching, or is he just being facetious?
You can't see from where you're at, but you presume that's what he means.
Is there? Can Kazakh use magic to look with the ship? Or I don't know.
Not really.
Does the ship have anything that he can move with?
You
Goddamn.
you kind of close your eyes, try to focus. You're just like, fuck, I don't feel anything.
Okay.
You think maybe if it hit you, you could probably feel it, but
Uh,
you would
well-
have to rush up to the front of the ship.
Yeah. Well, everyone's doing their thing. I'll go rush up. I'm gonna go up and check to see what this is going on. Don't let us
interrupt that conversation that I'm obviously being left out of. That's cool. Just enjoy that.
So he walks by, goes to the very front of the ship, and sure enough, through the fog, there appears to be a smaller vessel just still in the water, like in the middle of kind of a somewhat narrow causeway in the ocean, just sitting there.
Could I run up to check and see the ship?
Yeah, anyone can run up and check. Everyone runs up and checks.
We're
Yeah.
suddenly no
Oh, now
longer-
you want to? Oh, we're friends now. Okay, we're all,
Does
we're all one big group
Sonya and
again. That's
Alara are
great.
there too.
Does Cass try and run up and check too? Or I guess we're already up front, so.
He's like, Cass is focused in on you, and like
Okay.
people have suddenly came in here, but you mentioned something wrong with Thanya, and she has now just run up to the bow of the ship. So Cassius like grabs your shoulder a little bit and just tries to walk a little bit away from the people. Something wrong with Thanya.
Yeah, Sandara stays
Yeah.
locked into this conversation, and it's like, we're worried that the Oni demon is maybe infecting Danya. She is showing signs with remember the meat that she charted, and she's like trying to explain it, but she's like now flustered with all of these people around, so it's not super straightforward. She's like, the meat, she burnt the meat and she kept eating it, and then she ran away because of the blood, and she was telling me that she feels out of control. I don't know. We're worried. We need to figure something out.
Good. Okay, was she aggressive at all?
No, she's worried about something. She's scared.
Maybe we just keep an eye on her. I assume everybody knows.
Maybe not Kasich. I don't know if he knows. He's
Probably for the best.
Yeah, we don't really.
He has to focus on steering the
Nobody
ship.
else?
Yeah, he's really focused on the ship, and he's.
Well, it seems like we're about to encounter somebody. If anything goes wrong, let's just keep an eye on her.
Out in the distance, you just hear a voice just say, "Is someone there?"
No,
Yeah.
no one here.
It could be a trick, guys. I've heard about these sirens that like to lurk out in the sea. I've never heard of them being old men.
I know.
Could be a thing.
Historically, they're old men.
We were set upon by Kozanites. They killed most of my crew. I'm wounded. Could you offer any aid?
We can all hear this.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the distance. He's shouting. He's like 100 feet ahead of you. I presume the ship has stopped.
Our ship?
Yeah.
Has it stopped, or we're just gonna run him over?
That's
Up to you, Kazma.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Say again. Sorry, I didn't hear.
Did you stop the ship as you see this like ship dead in the water, or do you want to like blow through it or around it?
I'll do I believe in democracy. So like right before we're about to pass them. So are we stopping or what are we doing, guys? What do we want to do?
We should help
like-
him.
I'm doing this. I'm trying to make it like a way bigger than this.
Sounds
Let's
like
help
a
them.
crap.
Let's stop. Let's hear them out.
Don't get too
Stop it. Okay,
He goes,
okay yeah. I guess we'll stop.
Do you have any healers, or my first mate is gravely wounded?
I find it a little alarming, Fred, that we just met you and you're already asking for things. Let's introduce each other. And,
Please, I beg of you.
you know what? I'm done with this. My cell phone battery's running low. I'm gonna go back down. You guys take care of this, and then I'll go back down.
God, I love Kazakh.
Yeah.
How do we know you're
Are we
not-
like side to side? Like, could I?
You're
can I get
kind
to
of
the
like
other-
patty corner, yeah.
I'll run to the side of the ship, and if I don't see anything immediately threatening, I'll
Make
jump,
a perception check.
yeah, I'll jump over. Not bad. That's a 21.
21. So this individual is the first thing you notice is they appear to be wearing garments that would signify them as being part of the Queen's Guard. Like, so they would be from Brightwater. The ship they're on, very obviously not from Brightwater. This is like a Langston vessel.
Okay.
And you notice that despite wearing like the vestments of a Queen's Guard, like without the armor or anything like that, but this individual specifically is not wearing any shoes.
No shoes.
That's not anything specific, is it? It's just like a weird quirk.
I mean, the Queen's Guard are specifically noted for being put together in a very, very specific way. And he's otherwise got the look almost down to a T. Like everything's buttoned up perfectly. There's like a little bit of a rip and like what appears to be like a bloodied area of cloth at the arm. But that with like no shoes and what look like pretty dirty feet don't add up to you.
Now, I know Nick isn't here, but I assume, hopefully, we still have, Cassie still has a telepathic bond to Japheth,
He would.
wherever he is.
Yeah,
So
He's on the ship.
I just say, in my mind, this is looking a little bit fishy. People posing from Brightwater, maybe. Just perhaps tap a few friendly shoulders. And then I turn to this individual and grab the clasp that is holding my cloak together, the family symbol of the Manath family.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, oh, a friendly face that I didn't expect to see anybody from Brightwater here. I'm sure you know who I am already by the clasp, but I mean, we are ready and welcome to help you out. Do I notice any recognition in him?
He just says, sorry, friend, I cannot see your clasp from here. It's quite foggy.
What? I jumped on his ship.
You jumped on and you're like showing it to him?
Yeah. I'm just like holding.
Okay, he says, sorry,
Kazakh definitely did. Kazakh didn't bring our ship like super close to them. Not like
Would he not be able to jump
I don't
on?
want to get.
No. Okay.
I mean, he can jump on, but like it's gonna be like the point is that, like it should be like I don't know, like an athletics check or something for it. Is that the point is to have like 2-3 man's length distance between our ship and their ship, so we can kind of see them, and communicate.
I mean, the thing is you're much larger, so you're higher up. So I'm gonna say it would be a drop, but you could make this jump, no check required.
Okay.
But just so you know, it's not like you're not right next to each other.
Got it. Okay.
So
if
you
I
could
can
jump
get
down. You probably can't get back up without help.
That's not an issue.
Okay.
If I can get down, then yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you get down
Can I follow him?
and you show him this clap. Yeah, you can follow too.
I don't know. he's
Before
jumping.
Varric leaves, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and cast Gift of Alacrity.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't know what that does. But
1d8 to initiative.
Okay. So with that, he just kind of squares up as you land, and he just goes, "Yes, healers. Do you have any healers?"
I'm afraid not. We don't have very many people that are free right now. Are you in pursuit, or is someone in pursuit of you? Are you safe? Are people dying?
I think we're safe now. All the dead have already died, as you can see. And he just like points down, and you do see like dead bodies of other like Queen's Guard.
Okay.
It's just him on this ship.
Okay.
And he just says, as Varric drops down, he just says, "I sense that maybe your intentions are hostile. I promise you, they took everything. We have nothing."
what
We
does
have
it- can't have nobles walking around without a guard.
Right, of course. Perhaps, he just kind of like looks around, looks at your ship and just says, perhaps you have some supplies you could spare? I just need enough to make it down to, Darkmead.
Darkmead? Where's that?
You don't recognize the name.
Okay. We might have a few things to spare. Nothing. We don't mean. Listen. We come in peace, as far as you're concerned. If you're not being pursued, we might be able to let you on board, enjoy a fine meal. I mean, I'm sure you would let the good word go out against the Manath family, perhaps, if you get back to Brightwater.
Yes, I'm but a lowly Queensguard. I have no real station, but I can let my superiors know of the generosity of the Manath family. I would, but you see, my first mate is gravely injured. I'm afraid too unstable to be moved right now. How many on your crew?
About 15 total.
I see. Okay. And have you fared with the Kozanites here?
We have just wandered into their territory. We were surprised the first people we met was you, somebody in need.
And
So,
you're with a company, I assume?
independent.
Ah, I see. Well, perhaps, yes, perhaps, I could go tend to my friend. You have no one who could help him.
If you know what, I can perhaps do something. I'm not magically inclined of any sort, but if you lead the way, perhaps me and my friend, the Stack here, could help you out. Get
Sure,
you
it's
capable enough to walk onto our ship.
It's a bit of a tight space, so right this way. And he says, "Are you the one in charge?"
Absolutely.
Ah, I see. Okay. He's right down here. Oh, I could see him now. Pale as the fish he were.
If he's ahead of us, I'd like to just lean close to Varric and like grab the side of his head and pull him in. I don't trust this guy at all. Not sure if he's really a Queensguard. Just be prepared to kill.
Right this way, my lord. Down here. And he's like leading you down like a narrow corridor. That leads down, and then there's a door, and that he's standing on the other side of.
Do we see anybody else that's in the room?
It's not a room yet. There's like further barracks that go down.
Okay.
I put my hand on Cass's chest and push him behind me. And I'll go through the door first.
Okay. As you do, he just goes, "Oh, I see. Okay. You come through this way, sure. And he's going to be. Do you have a way to call anyone else on your ship right now? I assume you have magic if you're a healer.
We do. They could come at a moment's notice.
Good, very good. You never know if any more Kozanites are lurking on board. He's in this room here. I can see you don't trust me, so you're welcome to clear it first if you like. So you look, and there's like 6 rooms in like a barrack style setup. So 2 rows of 3. All the doors are shut, and he points to the like northeast position
Do
one.
I notice he has no shoes on?
Yeah.
I send mentally to I just completely forgot his name. Nick's character.
Japheth. At this point, Sundara, you would notice it's odd. A heavy fog is rolling in from the east.
I'll point that out to everyone else on the crew. This is very suspicious. I am worried. And does this... I guess, yeah.
I'll grab the guy,
Mhm.
pull his shirt, and have him lead me to the door
Okay.
physically. If I have to mess with him.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, please," and he just kind of goes limp, and he goes, "Please,
I'll drag him.
don't hurt me.
I'm not
Please,
hurting
just
you.
take whatever you want, and leave. Please, just take whatever you want. I don't have much. I just have my vestments. Is that what you want?
I want to help your friend. Show me where he is.
I told you where he is. He's through that door."
I said, show me.
He looks at you, and he kind of goes over to the door, and just kind of like turns to open it. And as he does, he just kind of like opens it and steps away, and just kind of like
Does he
leaves to you.
seem like he's getting scared? Or does he seem really scared?
Make an insight check.
I sent to Japheth to send any able bodies onto the ship. This
21.
might not be what it looks like.
He does appear scared, but he also appears to specifically want to path the two of you in a specific way that you are fucking up right now.
Yeah, we're fucking up.
That you are fucking up
Oh,
specifically.
I'm ruining his path.
Yes.
Like,
Like he very much is trying to get away from you and towards Cass.
I'm not letting him go.
Okay.
If I realize that, I'm not letting him. I'm physically holding on to him with one arm. And then I'll look in the room.
So you like step in the room.
I look in the room.
You look in the room. It's empty.
Where is he?
Is he not here? Oh God, the blood. He must have.
I
And he
throw
tries
him
to.
against the wall.
Okay, in the room or out?
In the hallway.
In the hall. You throw him against the wall. And he just goes,
Something like, what the fuck is going on?
"Please. I don't know what's happening. They. And he kind of like you see as in a very, in like an instant, his demeanor completely changes, and he just goes completely relaxed. And I need you to make a quick initiative check for me.
Initiative?
Add
Just
1d8.
This,
Ooh,
Um,
very good. Very good.
you guys called for reinforcements, so this meanwhile Samogi is on the way.
7.
So with that, go ahead and make an athletics check to try to hold him down.
1.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
8. Yes.
So with that, you watch as he just like he's holding your hands like this, like as you're kind of holding him against the wall, and in but an instant, you feel in both your wrists searing hot pain as through his cloak, 2 blades shoot out from a mechanism underneath his robes and impale. He Assassin's Creed you.
Yeah.
Impale both your hands. You take 7 points of piercing damage, and you instinctively release him. With that, he is going to disengage from you and run across the corridor, bypassing Cassius, get to the other side, and slam the door, trying to shut you two in the room.
In the hallway?
With
him?
With him?
With him out. So you two are shut in.
Okay.
Can I?
Like Jessica has said, I have cold reinforcements.
Mm-hmm. As
I don't know if
this
I was
is
supposed to
happening-
roll initiative, but I did.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Actually, I would say you would be surprised.
I'd be surprised. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. As this is happening, the rest of you notice peeking out from that fog, there is the bow of another vessel. It does not appear to be Kozanite. This appears to be a Langston pirating vessel.
I like pull on Japheth's arm and say, "Oh, tell the crew, tell them that something is coming."
Japheth, in a very zany and wonky way, just kind of begins like waddling about, kind of shouting things and alerting the crew.
No, with your mind.
Sorry, I'm not used to it. And he telepathically lets you guys know that there is a vessel approaching the ship from behind. With
It's
that,
not
I'd
the
like
worst
everyone to
accent
roll
you've
initiative.
Do I need to re-roll initiative?
No.
And so,
The old Langston hello.
wow,
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
better than mine.
Jessica knows.
I rolled a 9 on initiative.
Okay, roll a natural 1.
Rolled a 19.
Solid. Way to go.
Okay, so sorry, 15 and up. I heard 19 for Sandara.
Come
Yep.
on, guys. Don't just call them out.
No one else above 15? Okay. That brings us to 10 to 15.
12.
Okay. That brings us to 10 and under.
Fine.
Kazakh got a 4.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. So with that, we will. Let me boot up the old tabletop.
The old.
We will. This is going to be interesting. We'll separate this out. We'll do this by ship.
We split the party.
Never.
Split the party.
It's such a good idea, bro. It really is.
Okay.
We fell for the oldest trick in the book. Stranded ship in the middle of the ocean. The wounded guy tells you to come investigate in the very depths of the ship, separating you from everyone else.
I mean,
It's not the worst thing that could happen.
I think you guys kind of saw it coming.
Can you make
At
the-
least we'll have a clear conscience if we survive this.
I hate you.
God damn it. All right, let me see. Oh, that's funny. You can control things with key. That's so cool. Okay. How do I fuck
This is a pretty sweet program, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I'll bring the TV top next session.
Bring the what?
He's got a what do you call it?
It's like one of those virtual map case thingies.
Whoa.
Like a gaming desk with like a table art. Who is this? This is the stack, who for some reason is flying.
Oh, no.
Okay, I think we've got Sandara up here. The stack is on the other ship.
Different shit.
I'll loop him in with Cass here. Okay, so as this happens, let's see. Sundara, you're actually going to be the first in initiative. You notice you see what appears to be a ship captain with a large hand cannon with a bunch of pirates that are just getting ready to board your ship as they begin to approach on the broadside.
How many is a bunch?
You clock 5 of them.
And how close is their ship to our ship?
They're pretty much broadsiding you, like they're gonna impact right now. Their ship is a little bit smaller, but it is as high, so they could just hop from one side to the other. And you're stopped. They're approaching at speed. So you have initiative. What are you doing?
I want to see if I can try and slow the approach of their ship by using shape water. If I can change the flow in a direction, but I don't know how big.
Nice.
I just don't like trying to. I know they're gonna probably hit us eventually, but I'm just trying to stave them off a little bit.
I will say you probably, because they're coming at such a high speed, and that was obscured by the fog, with a cantrip, you already know you're probably not going to be very successful by using it that way.
Okay. I am. Oof. Okay, I am instead going to cast invisibility on myself
Okay.
and try to peek or like move towards the spot where I saw Cass and Varric go off of the ship. Like in a like looking out for them to return.
Okay. Alright, give me a fucking second. Fuck. I got him. Oh, there we go. Okay. Jesus. Okay. So you're going invisible. Okay. And sorry, you're going where now?
Kind of to the side of the ship where Varric and Cass went off.
So they would be off this way.
Yep, that way.
Okay. So you can do that. I'm gonna say, just for the sake of this is fine. Okay, that is going to bring us to some of the sailors. Who's over there that they can rush at? Samugi, so you would be up here. Oh god. So they are just going to double dash at the people up on the bow here. Thanya is not up there. You don't know where Thanya is. Okay. So now we are going to go to the other room. You've got Cass and Varric. We didn't get to your turn in initiative, Varric, because you were not surprised. What are you doing?
I'm gonna run and try to break through the door.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
$16.
16. Okay. So you rush at the door and smash into it. You feel that you've actually broken it, like broken the locking mechanism, but the door's still on its hinges, and this individual is behind it, like bolstering it, so you don't smash it through him, but you feel like you've broken the door.
Okay.
And that's going to be your action.
Yes.
Okay. You begin to hear at the top of the round. He has initiative again. You begin to hear the sound of spellcasting.
He's spellcasting?
He is spellcasting, and you sense the door itself begin to seal, and there's a large single rune that begins to glow on the front of it.
So he magically locked the door.
You get the sense that he might have done that, yeah. Okay. Let's see. That is going to bring us to Cass. What are you doing in this other fight?
Is this not my surprise round?
You were already surprised. We did that.
Okay. Honestly, I can't. We're locked in this sort of little hallway with a room, with a door that's
Pretty much.
locked, and then a room that we haven't really investigated behind us.
There's 5 rooms that are uninvestigated.
5 rooms. Oh, that's great. Come on, Varric, get us out of here. We're gonna die if you don't. Please, I'm sorry for being mean to you in the past. I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration. Varric.
What the?
And that does explode also, so if you roll a 6, you get to roll again.
What'd you do?
And then I'm gonna go to as far down the hallway as I can and hide as an action.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
That's a 14.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Varric, what are you doing?
So the door is broken off its hinges?
No, the door's on its hinges, and now it's been magically sealed.
Would Varric know if that reinforces the entire door? Or just locked?
You don't know.
I'm gonna take my hammer and smash the door
Okay.
in the center to attempt to recall them.
Okay. Go ahead and make a straight athletics check. You got inspiration if you want to use it.
That's an unnatural 20 without the inspiration. I'll take that.
Okay, so no inspiration?
No, not this round.
Okay.
Do I have to use it this round?
I don't know if I have to tell you. So
You don't know if you have to tell me?
I don't think I do have to tell you whether or not it succeeds.
No, I'm wondering if you.
No, you can
I just
keep
wonder
it.
if I can save it.
Yeah, you can save it.
Okay, I'm gonna save it.
Okay. So you swing at the door. There is like an arcane glimmer, and there is not a scratch left on the door.
Any ideas, Magic Boy?
I'm hardly magic. Punch harder. Otherwise, we start opening doors.
Okay. So we're gonna go back on the ship. Samugi, you are very quickly surrounded by what appear to be Langston pirates. What would you like to do?
Samugi is gonna continue running towards the ship that the stack and
Is it on?
cask is on. That's where
Oh.
he was running anyways.
Oh, you already jumped down to that ship? Okay.
Well,
then you're
I
the
mean,
one-
I don't know. In my head, he was en route. Like, I wasn't sure if he made it or not.
Okay, gotcha. So who's left up here? I think it's just Jeff F then, and it would be Kazik. Okay. Okay, then never mind. Then it's the mages that are going to be the ones that are surrounded.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, so you jump down. I will say, as this happens, you see just stepping away from that, from a door that's being pounded on that appears to have been magically locked. You see an individual with wearing what appears to be like vestments that would associate with the Queen's Guard of Brightwater. This individual turns and looks at you and just says, "Oh, thank God you're here." What would you like to do?
The Moogie is gonna jump on board and then just summon Astral Arms. No time for conversation.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay. So wait, sorry, hold on. I don't roll to attack for this. I think you have to roll.
What kind of save is it?
Dex save.
Okay, he succeeds, so I think you only do half damage.
Okay, 2d4. Damn it. Okay, so that's 1 point of damage. And then for my action, I'm going to use my arms to attack.
Okay.
Holy shit, I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Okay. That was a total failure on my part.
So you use your arm to attack. As the arms come out, he's like blasted against the wall, and he just goes, "Oh, no, please, I mean you no harm." And as you go to strike forward, he just kind of does this duck, dive, and roll. This guy very obviously is not a non-combatant. He's actually very slippery, very difficult to hit, and the way he moves is like someone who kills for a living. So that is going to be your turn, Samugi. That's going to bring us to Kazik and Japheth.
Is Kazik still inside the other ship?
Yeah, you're on the other ship. You are now surrounded by 4 ne'er-do-wells.
Okay. Let's see here. 4 ne'er-do-wells.
Correct.
Let's see.
With more that seem to be approaching.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to set. What? Am I alone, basically, on the team now?
It's you and Japheth, the
Where's Japheth?
sorcerer.
And Valero.
So this is Japheth, and this is you. You guys are being set upon.
the
And
pirates are
Sindara
around.
is also there. So all the magic users are still up here.
Okay. I am going to cast Misty Step and get out of here.
Where do you wanna go?
Ideally, somewhere behind an ally that can serve as like a shield.
All the allies that can serve as
Squishy.
a shield have left.
Okay. Can you just move me as far as humanly possible? Ideally, at a point of elevation.
You can make it to, I'd say, about here.
Okay, that works.
Okay. That's your
And
bonus
then,
action?
Yes, my bonus action, and then I'll firebolt whoever. If anyone's taking any damage, I'll firebolt them. But if not, whoever is
No,
closest.
no one's taken any damage yet.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just firebolt at the nearest Goonie you can pick.
Okay.
And, yeah, we'll
there's
roll.
there's one really big dude that just dropped on board your ship.
Okay, I'll go after him then.
Over here. Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna clear my roll. Hold on. Isn't there a thing on D&D that will like roll your spell for you or some shit?
There is if you.
Oh, there we
click
go.
it.
I got it. So I got 25,
That definitely hits.
and then oh, it was a crit, and then so
Oh, okay.
but a total of 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, sometimes it can be like. Actually, yeah. How did you only get 5? How'd you get 5 damage? Because I would imagine an even number if you doubled the dice.
Well, it's 2d10, so I got a 3
you
and a
rolled
2.
them
It was
separate. Okay,
four
fair
total.
enough. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Japheth is gonna cast Arms of Hadar in this area.
Arms of my God.
What is that? Ooh, that's so bad. That's okay. So I need to roll some saves. So we're gonna go to the. I'll deal with that in a bit. You're gonna take a shot from the pirate captain, Kazakh. A 21 to hit you.
Come on, man. You know
I don't know.
the
I don't know what you got. If you got like a shield spell or some shit. Okay.
That's something I forgot to do.
It's 15 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit. you're
Wow.
good.
We're so screwed.
God fucking damn, bro.
This ship is F, dude. You guys are gonna come back to just dead magic users.
Yep. You got
Bro.
If we
Well,
even get back
cool,
on the
dude.
ship.
Who dealt that damage?
You don't know. You heard gunfire from above. You dropped below into like the smaller ship, and as that happened, you now get the sense that your ship has been boarded.
The ship that I just exited.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So top of the round, Sandara. Oh, I forgot to. Ooh.
Alright.
Um,
Holy shit. This is not good. I'm going to cast. I'll do Twinned Mind Whip on some of 2 random dudettes that are up top.
Okay. Does that move them?
No, they have to make intelligence saving throws, and if they fail, they can't take a reaction and can only do an action or a bonus action on their turn.
What's your DC?
15.
Wow. I've got a -2 for intelligence and 3 of them saved.
Oh, what?
Sorry, I only roll. Sorry, I only roll for 2 of them.
Only for 2, yeah.
Fuck. I'll re-roll. God damn it, because I can't pick which ones to use. Well, all right. Well, then they both fail.
Okay.
Guys.
It is only 7 damage for one and only 6 for the other. Better than nothing, I guess.
Okay.
Would they know where I am based on the fact that I cast that?
Once you cast that spell, your invisibility is over.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna roll with it.
Okay. Okay, so hang on. So real quick, so Japheth would be running as that is happening. Okay. With that, the oh god, where is it? The let's see, the female figure, Alara, that you were traveling with, is going to step up. Oh god, we'll just, I don't fucking know. Yeah, we'll use this one for her, why not? She's gonna come over this way. She is going to she'll make it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gonna cast Bless, hitting Kazakh, Japheth, Sandara, and herself. So everyone here has been blessed. And that's her action.
Get out your D4s.
That brings us to Alright, these pirates get to go now that they're done dashing.
Arr!
Closest thing to them is going to be Alara. So they're all going to wail on her. Actually, and this one is going to rush. This one's actually going to double dash you, Sandara. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit on Alara. Okay, so it's going to be a total of 17 points of damage on her. And that's going to be 1. Jesus, okay. Because of the bless, she maintains concentration on her bless. That brings us to we'll do some Mugi.
I'm gonna attack that guy. Right. Hold on.
The one down. Okay.
Yeah, the only guy.
Piece of shit.
Hold on. What is this? Okay, I rolled a 2, but that's an 8 to hit.
Unfortunately, not gonna make it. If you can use a bonus action to try to hit again, or key points to do a flurry of blows.
I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Okay, so that's 2 more hits.
16
That
and
just
15.
hit. The 16 hits.
Fuck. Okay, goddamn. And that is 5 whole points of damage right there.
Okay. Just chasing this guy around the ship, swinging at him. He's very slippery. Okay, that brings us to Cassius and Varric.
We're gonna do something useful this round?
What do you want me to do, bitch? I'm not very strong. We're locked in this room. Did you use my bardic inspiration?
No.
Then I literally can't do anything. I'm gonna open one of the doors.
Okay.
Okay. As you start frantically opening doors, as you open one, you see a pile of stripped down corpses that look like probably the actual Queen's Guard.
Okay. Is that my action to do that? To look into
I'd say it's your movement.
Okay. If I have enough movement left, I like to charge the door.
Okay.
Very frustrated and just try to shoulder my way out of this room.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Go screaming down the hallway. That's an 18 flat.
Wow.
18. You rush at the door and slam into it. You get a great solid connection and you bounce off. You don't take any damage.
It's fair. Do something. I'm dying.
Okay.
So there's the is this hallway in the middle of the ship?
Yeah.
But there's a wall.
There's a wall on either side of you. This is like the barracks. There's rooms in here.
Which side? How close can I get to the edge of the boat?
You can go through a room and try to get to the edge of the boat, yeah.
I mean, like, is there, like, where the boat meets the water? Am I at that level of depth?
Like, under you?
No, like, if I go as far to the side as I can go.
Yeah. You're still above sea level.
Cool. Then I'm gonna attempt to make a hole
Okay.
with the pick portion of my
Okay.
thing.
Go ahead and make a just a straight strength check.
For strength. 17.
17. With the pick side, you make a hole.
Cool.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
That brings us to back to our casters. But first, this dude is going to throw a hammer at you, Kazakh.
Okay. Shots fired.
That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Let me double check. Pretty sure it hits. Yes, hits.
That's going to be another 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm not down, baby. I'm still up.
You're still up?
Nice.
Okay.
I got one hit point left.
Did that trigger your half-orc rage?
No. That's without it. I just have one hit point left.
Okay. Oh man, I thought for sure I'm rolling tonight. All right, I'm making up for last time. All right. That brings us to Kazakh and Japheth. Fucking play.
Okay. So for me, let's see here. Sorry guys, I was making Mary a plate. Sorry, I'm trying to navigate to the screen. Okay, I'm on top there. Let's see here. I'm the guy on the very top, right? On that bridge thing, Alex. Okay.
Yep.
And then the people to my character's left, those are allies or those are enemies?
This is an enemy here, and then this grouping, these three are enemies, or these four. Boom, and then this
And the guy at the bottom.
and the guy at the
The other
bottom
guy.
here.
Okay. So what
There's one
I'll
who gets to hammer at
do?
you.
He's the one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do shit. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to decide between Fog Cloud and Web. Let's see. So I'm gonna do Web, and I'd like it's one of its edges to basically contain the giant, and then I'm not sure how much room after that is after, but I'm gonna cast a Web
Okay.
on the giant guy.
Is there a save involved with that, or it just like?
Yeah, it is a DC save, and then if they fail, they are restrained.
Okay. And if they don't,
If it succeeds,
then they're just in the difficult terrain.
yeah, it's just difficult terrain.
Okay. Well, I rolled a natural 19 minus 1, so 18.
Fuck you. Okay, well, yeah, well, it's still there, and it is a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
So that will hopefully coat the staircase as well. That's the intention, is to just create a difficult terrain between him and his allies.
Gotcha. Okay. Japheth is going to cast Shatter at 2nd level. Oh, it is a 2nd level spell. Oh, that's not great. Okay.
Does it do anything?
It just does damage.
Okay.
So these 3 take 9 damage. That brings us to top of the round, or the pirate captain again. He's gonna take out Kazik.
Where's the pirate captain?
He's on the ship here. He's elevated here.
Oh, that's fine. I can...
So he's gonna shoot you, Kazik. Oh, I guess I should roll to hit first. That's gonna be a 17 to hit. So, so that's gonna be like
This is
14 points of damage. So you are knocked down to 0.
I'm gonna do a con save to see if I can stay up.
Is it a con save?
Yeah.
No, you just did it.
I thought it just happened.
Oh, let me see. Relentless endurance. Oh, never mind. I can just choose to. So yeah, I take that blow, but I heroically rise again. Like I do the whole stagger thing.
Yeah.
But I'm still up. I'm still up, you fucking bitch.
With a defiance that you did not expect from your somewhat meek wizard, Kazik remains standing.
You need to move.
No, you're good. Okay, that brings to the top of the round, Sundara.
Wait, is that guy on the boat with me also, like, he hasn't done anything? Not that I want him to, but...
Thank you. Yeah, I did forget about him. I skipped one round. Sorry, I'm keeping track of doing this.
I'm too honest.
Yeah. He is actually going to... Oh, man. He's going to disengage from you. And he is going to try to... Yeah, he's going to try to climb up the ship. He has no reason to think you can get out. So he is going to run and begin to scale the ship, climbing up right where you are, Sundara. As he's essentially in front of you prone, Sundara, you can actually get an opportunity attack on him.
Sweet. Okay. He's...
It would be at advantage.
Okay, cool.
Because he's climbing up right at your feet.
I mean, I have a dagger, so can I just stab him?
Yeah.
Rest on me out. That is a natural 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That is 7.
Okay. That is going to prompt an acrobatics check that yields a natural 1. So
in the water.
So he climbs up, does a running start, disengages from Samui, jumps up. Sundara, you've got someone right on you. You turn as you hear him climbing. You, out of your cloak, flip up a dagger and just slam it into the deck of the ship, impaling his hand. As that happens, instinctually, he lets go, yet he's just hung by his hand and just yells, "Motherfuck!" And he can't finish it. As you release the dagger, he drops another 20 feet and takes 8 points of additional damage, landing prone in front of Samui.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay, and Sundara, it's your turn. God damn it.
Is that
Um,
though?
No.
I will...
So as you can see, you've got
so many
this individual right on you.
I will magic missile that guy. Wait for it.
Okay.
It's a 3, a 5, and a 3.
Okay. 3, 5, and 3.
11.
Okay, he's looking pretty hurt.
You just point blank magic missile that guy?
It's right there.
That's great.
Cold as ice. All right. So as you stab, you feel a hand grab your shoulder to like whip you around as he's gonna like smash you in the face with a mace. And as that happens, you hold out your hand and fire 3 bolts through both of his shoulders and 1 through his abdomen. And he just like rears back in pain, shocked by this ferocity. Effectively, you did 26 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Okay, that brings us to Alara. Okay, you haven't taken any damage yet, Sandara. Well, shit.
Oh, I forgot about 1d4.
Okay. She is going to... will it make a difference? Let me check something real quick, sorry. Fucky me. Okay. Okay. She is going to bonus action cast Sanctuary on herself, and then use her action to use a Channel Divinity to preserve life and heal 20 points to you, Kazik.
Wow.
That's 30.
How many points?
20. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be her go. And then with her Sanctuary... Wisdom save. Oh, a natural 20. But the hit misses. She is now going to move over towards you. Or at least just get this little spot high ground right here. So they can't surround her anymore. Okay. That brings us to... We're going to now flip again to inside the other boat. We've got Samugi, Cass, and Varric. You can all go in the same round. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna flip my hammer around to the hammer side and try to make the hole larger.
Okay. I'm going to make a unskilled strength check.
18 again.
18. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
2d6. Can I add a... I guess not.
You can Great Weapon Master this. I mean, it's a solid structure.
Well, that's just add 10?
Yeah.
7 plus... What's my thing?
Cass, are you doing anything?
Depending on if he breaks a hole in this wall.
22?
Okay, so he does smash a hole in the wall large enough for you to fit through, Cass.
Okay.
Isn't
I mean,
it close to me?
I slink through on my turn.
Okay, he's close.
Oh, I was gonna...
Okay, you try to sling through. Go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check to... I assume you're trying to climb up the ship.
We're like below deck, or is this the outside of the ship?
It's the outside of the ship now. There's a hole in the outside of the ship.
Hole inside.
Nope. I will dive out of the window, or out of the hole that is made, and sort of flip over to my back so I can see above, like the railing to the deck of the ship. and then like right before I hit the water, I'll Misty Step.
Now, do you want to Misty Step to your ship or this ship, the smaller ship?
In the brief moment that I was outside, could I see that there's fighting on our ship?
Yeah, I'd say you see Sundara stab a guy, drop him off onto the other ship, and then turn around and magic missile someone point blank.
Perfect. I'll teleport to our ship.
Okay, so the spot you'd be able to see would be right next to Sundara.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
And then action. I'm not. Is that all of my movement?
I'd say you've got about 10 feet left.
I'll just use 5 feet to move closer to that enemy.
Okay.
And then sort of like my movement is me like stumbling down in control but pretending that I'm not. And I just want to like fake lunge into this enemy and help action against Sundara. Or with Sundara.
Okay, yeah. You can absolutely do that. Okay. Varric, you smash a hole in the ship. Samugi, what are you doing? You've got a dude prone at your feet. Who is...
Do I see that Cassius is out, or do I hear the commotion?
Yeah, you would randomly see him blink up to your ship.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna assume that they're out, and I'm gonna scale up the side of the ship and join the fray up there.
You're
do I
gonna
need-
fucking this guy?
What'd you say?
You're gonna fuck that guy?
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Okay. So you rush up. You've got a climbing speed. So Samugi, you are now up here. I'd say you can make it anywhere within like this radius, within like 10 feet of Cassius. Where do you want to go?
Who's looking worstest for the wear?
Looking up, it looks like Kazakh is looking pretty fucked up.
Where is he? He's on the bridge? Who's even attacking?
He's way over here. I mean, he just got healed, but he's also like taking pot shots from this
From
gunman
those-
over here and this guy throwing hammers.
Okay, they're kind of too far.
For the love
Okay,
of God, please help me.
they're too far.
They are pretty far.
Yeah.
This is an enemy right here that's attacking Sundara right now. That Cassius is also giving the help action, so any attacks against this guy are at advantage. And then you got a group of ne'er-do-wells over here.
Do any of them have any damage taken?
All of them do.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the most damaged one.
Probably going to be the guy that Sundara just blasted.
Sure.
Okay, you have advantage.
Why?
What's that?
Why do I have advantage?
Because Cass is doing the help action.
Oh, okay, cool. That is, hold on, 15 and a 20, unnatural 20.
I am going to allow you to redirect that attack towards this guy over here, because as I just looked over his stats, I realized that Sundara's blast actually pitch perfect would have killed him.
Oh, nice.
So as you step over in that direction, you would actually notice that although he's standing, he's actually dead, and just falls over.
Okay. Okay, so the next.
And for that error, Cassius, I'll give you a point of inspiration because you wasted your action helping him.
Helping to attack a dead guy. I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, I would give you more, but I don't think there was much else you could do. So.
That's all good.
That is Louise. That brings us to.
Wait, so I didn't roll for damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage against this guy.
And oh, sweet. So that's 8 points of damage. Is he considered like? Do I get my large
He's
multiplier?
one size bigger than you because you're a small little man.
Okay. So 8 plus 5. 13 points of damage.
Okay, do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Samugi dives up the ship and just like rushes over, like just kind of anime running at this group of 3. And with a single motion, he just like claps his hand and he watches these 2 giant spectral arms reach forward and just smash that guy's head into just a fountain of skull fragments and blood.
And
And he falls lifeless.
do I have any like more movement?
You're out of movement, but they are within your reach, giving you the
Okay.
10-foot reach with your astral arms.
Okay. So then I guess I'll just bonus action unarmed strike that dude.
Okay.
Was also larger than me, I presume.
Yeah, you got to roll to attack first.
God damn it! What's with the natural ones? Okay. Natural 1.
Okay. So with that, you reach down to just like hammer strike him, and you actually crack the deck of the ship a little bit as he just jumps back, shocked that they are getting murked by this very old man. Okay, that brings us to Kazakh and Japheth. Kazakh, what are you doing?
Sorry, I want to cast Fog Cloud.
Okay. Whereabouts?
To my character's left, with the little group of the group of baddies.
Okay. Okay. So you cast Fog Cloud over here. That area is now obscured. Japheth is going to, being a very brave boy, is going to run over this way, just out of their range, and he's going to cast Witch Bolt on the captain here.
Oh.
He's going to hit with a 22,
Nice.
and he is going to deal 14 points of damage.
Oh. Witch bolt.
And he is going to hide in the obscured fog cloud that you have created.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay. That brings us to Pirate Captain again, is going to take another shot at you, Kazakh. That's a 21. Hits you for 14 points of piercing damage.
On save, on my concentration check.
Don't forget the bless you have.
Let's see. And then what's that? Bless is 1d4?
Yep. The DC is
16.
Oh,
16.
you're fine. You're fine. You maintain concentration.
Oh, fucking ow! Someone please, for the love of God, kill this motherfucker!
That brings to Sundara and Alara. Oh wait, I keep forgetting that this guy's got to go. Damn it, he's gonna double dash into the fog cloud. Actually,
'Cause why not?
he's gonna rush towards Cats because that's all he can see. All right, top of the round, Sundara and Alara.
All right. So the other guy that fell off the ship, he is now just laying prone
Yes, he is laying prone.
and not dead though.
Not dead.
Okay. I am going to I'm going to shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is a straight. Usually, him being prone would give you disadvantage, but you're right on top of him, so I'm gonna say it's a straight roll.
Sweet. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That is 8.
Wow.
8 points of damage. Okay. Do you want to do this, or do you want me to?
You can do it.
Okay. You shoot a firebolt, and it gets him right in the eye and just melts away part of his skull. So right as he goes to get up, he just kind of like lays back down, staring with a very haunted look with his one non-melted eye.
Gross.
Fine.
And
Nice.
that
Very nice.
brings us to Alara. He's gonna rush at you, 5, 10, 20. And she's going to literally pull on you to try to get you to fall prone with her. So do you resist, or do you go down? Kazik.
Sorry, I go down, I guess.
Okay, so she's going to push you both prone as you're getting shot at, and she's going to
Nice.
cast Warding Bond on you.
Well,
Thank you.
She just goes, "Why would you just stand there?"
Combat's not my forte. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
She inches away. That brings us to the sailors here. They're going to swing in the fog cloud at Samugi. Natural 3, natural 5, and big money, natural 1.
Nice.
There's still 3 of them left?
Nope, I rolled for 3, but there's only 2. That's okay, because they all miss. That brings us to Cass. This big guy is coming at you with the intent of smashing you.
Big guy as in humanoid?
Yes.
Okay. I move sort of southwest of my position. Or south. Yeah, why not? A little bit more wide. Maybe just straight west.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. As I frantically pull out my lute and give it a heavy metal strum and cast Hold Person on the big brute.
I like it.
Well.
That's
Okay.
a 15 wisdom.
Did you
I
say
rolled a natural 14 with no modifier.
Minus? Oh,
Oh, someone is held.
Okay, he is paralyzed.
hey. And then I can't really. Can I make this bigger? Yes, I can. I still can't tell who's who, but are there friendlies next to this guy? Any of those 4 people?
So there is friendly Samugi slotted nicely inside the fog cloud. You've got Jeff F inside the fog. All these guys are inside fog, but it's
Okay.
Samugi, Jeff F, and then 2 pirates.
Okay, so I can't even see them. You know what? Then I'll just sort of focus on the fading vibrations from that's like emanating off this brute, and make them linger a little bit longer. And I'll use my what is it called? My bardic inspiration, but bad.
Bang.
Oh, you're vicious mockery?
Unsettling words.
Oh.
So he has a.
Is that a
DC
bonus?
Oh, you're right. It is. Never mind. That's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to the Samoogs.
can I see outside of the smoke cloud?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move south until I can see.
Okay, you turn and then you see there's this big guy that has dropped his large hammer and he's just like frozen and paralyzed. Weird.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Fine.
It's
Decent.
at advantage. And if you hit, these are all auto crits.
Dope. Well, I just rolled a 21 on my first, I'm pretty sure, or 22.
Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna crit.
Yeah, 22, 21. And then it's critting. How much larger, how many d4s do I get? 3?
You get 3.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
Okay. So I roll 6 then.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Or 3 and double the total, but yes.
Okay, and do they all get a +4?
No. You
Okay.
add 1 + 4 for your modifier.
3 and then double. Do that. Okay, I don't want to do that anymore because I just rolled 2 1s.
And then Varric, you're going to be up on deck here.
Thank you.
I'm not actually on deck.
14 point damage.
Okay, he's still up.
Okay, and then I'm gonna bonus action. Are these critical hits also? My bonus
Everything.
action?
Everything's critical hits.
I'm gonna
Until
bonus action 3. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And I roll twice. Okay. 17
Hits.
and a 24.
Both hit. So that's going to be another load of fucking dice. While you're doing that math, Varric, what are you doing?
Gonna make the hole bigger.
Okay.
13 points.
Natural 20.
Okay. I'm going to say with that, you can climb out of the ship too with that movement. So you smash through the wall and you can climb out.
Can I get on our boat?
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
That's 14.
You'll just be hanging right at Sandara's feet.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Samugi, you said you hit for 13 points of damage?
Yep.
That was one hit. Did you flurry, or was that just
That was
a single
that was
bonus
my
action?
flurry.
What's that?
That was my flurry, so that was 2 hits.
Both of those did a total of 13?
Oh wait, shit. No, I because I only added once and I should have added twice. So plus I guess another 3. So
Okay.
6.
Okay, so 19.
Yeah. No, just why 19? Just 16.
Okay.
Just 16.
And let me consult the old sheet.
I'm not looking.
Okay. It's still up. Okay. That brings us to... So Samugi's just wailing kidney punches on this guy as he can't defend himself.
Poor guy.
Varric moved. We're back to Kazakh and Japheth. Oh, no, the pirate captain goes first. No, he was last. I feel like I'm skipping someone. Oh, these guys...
No, the big
missed. Oh, this
guy.
guy's frozen. Let me see if I can save. I don't. I guess that's all I can do. Okay, yeah, these are up.
Perfect.
Wait, I have a
So,
question.
Yes?
Is sneak attack, is that like, does everyone get sneak attacks?
No, just rogues.
Okay, JK, never mind.
Nice try.
Old habits die hard.
Oh, sorry. Is it my turn? I bet.
Yeah.
The Kazakh, the big boss is still up.
The big guy here is still up, and the guy that was shooting you is taking a lot of lightning damage from an upcasted witch bolt.
Nice. Where's that guy who's been hitting me? Where's he
Straight ahead.
Okay, I want to cast magic missile on him.
Okay.
Magic missile. Pew, pew, pew.
And then I'm gonna cast it at a second level though.
Ooh.
Okay.
What does that do? More missiles?
More missiles.
Sorry, dude, this thing sucks. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this D&D Beyond shit. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so sorry, it's 44. Does a total of 9 force damage.
9 force damage. All right. He's looking hurt. He's taking some damage.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I could do.
Take that, you fiend.
Love it.
All right. That is going to bring us to Jeff F. He just re-ups on his Witch Bolt, dealing another 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
That's
an extreme amount of damage.
Yeah. The captain at this point is going to take another shot at you, Kazakh, at disadvantage now. Oh, that's still an 18.
Wow.
So what would have been 15 points of damage is now halved 7 and split amongst you and Alara. She maintains her bless. I need a concentration check from you, I believe, for the fog cloud. And with that, the captain is going to yell, "Fuck it, we're out of here, boys!" And he's going to move behind cover, and their ship is going to continue to move past you now, as they're going to attempt to flee.
Fucking kill him.
Can Kazakh control the boat without being on it? Or we're on our boat, right?
Yeah.
Can I like ram? How big is their ship?
It's about the size of yours, but not made of fucking metal.
Okay. Is there a way I want to ram them with the ship?
Okay, that's
boat.
pretty much a passive action. So yeah, you can. The ship now begins to move.
Our ship is moving.
Yeah.
I'm on the side.
Not so fast, you dastardly villains.
They were already moving at speed and kind of going past you. So give me a straight up Arcana check.
I got a 7.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So that's what you're doing. That brings us to top of the round. Sundar. Sundar, give me a perception check real quick.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Okay.
Very perceptive.
Very good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good eyeballs.
So as you would have noticed at around the time that your friends were dealing with the issue downstairs on the other ship, that fog cloud behind you had vanished. Now, looking ahead as your ship begins to move, both your ship and your enemy's ship is rapidly approaching a series of very sharp rocks at an alarming pace. So you've got about a round before both of you impact. You get the sense that the other ship was attempting to outmaneuver you and essentially cut you off, not expecting your ship to be able to just from a stop just immediately accelerate the way that it did. It looks like the other ship might be totally fucked as far as not colliding with these rocks, unless your ship moves.
All right. I want to I need to get to Kazik to tell him to freaking throw us in reverse if that's an option.
Okay.
So I
You
can.
you can yell out, but you.
I kind of want to just grab him and tell him because I don't trust him to just listen to me from yelling. I'm going to be honest.
He's about 30. He's about. You could dash over there.
Okay.
He's like 40 feet away.
Okay. Yep. I will dash over there and I'm like, I will grab his arm and I say, "You need to reverse the ship. There are giant rocks. Reverse us now."
Oh, now we're talking. Oh, now you want to speak to me. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
If I could drive the ship myself, I would.
Say please. We can say please, and then then we can move on from here.
With that, Alara puts her arm on your shoulder and just looks at you and just says, "Please stop the ship."
Say no more, madame.
Okay, so you attempt to stop the ship. Give me an Arcana check here.
Dude, I suck at these, man.
Well, that's not good.
Is there any way I can help?
I got 12.
Okay.
Better than 7.
Okay. You at this moment you are hearing panic coming from the other side of the ship. That brings us to Cass and these guys are gonna attempt to swing at Japheth. Fog Cloud's still up, so they're at disadvantage. That's a miss. That is a hit. Nice. Okay, still makes concentration. Okay.
Oh, is the captain still reachable with?
He is. Cass and Samugi, you guys have initiative.
Oh boy. Is that little column thing a ladder or? I think
This column here?
No, never mind. I see the ladder on the other side. God, I don't know. Samugi, do you have a plan?
You're muted.
Just like for my turn or for... Is the ship
For
gonna
your
go up?
turn.
Oh, okay.
For your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the dude that I'm attacking.
Okay. Roll as many attacks as you want at advantage with the notion that they're all crits, because he can't do anything because he was fucking held.
Wait, what? What do I do? Oh god.
Roll with advantage.
You roll your attacks at advantage. He's paralyzed because of a spell that Cass had cast.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's... $24 to hit, and then...
That hit.
3. 11. 16 plus 4, 20 points of damage.
For one hit?
No, that will... are we still critting?
Yeah, everything's critting.
Okay, yeah, that was one hit. Yeah.
Okay,
One
he's
hit.
still up.
Okay. No matter. I will bonus action. Flurry
Just
of-
tell me if the next one hits.
just give me a second, okay?
Well, I'm just letting you know because
20.
he's very low.
Okay, well it's a natural 20. Does that do anything on top of the fucking
No.
Okay.
Just tell me
Two, three.
what happens next.
Okay. Samugi will... So I did my flurry of blows. Okay, Samugi's gonna just do like one massive, like, palm to the head. And this dude's almost dead. And then just like a
like a flurry of blows, like 1,000 tiny little blows,
Okay.
like that.
So you watch as Samugi palms this guy in the head, knocks him up, literally off the ground,
She's gonna
like this
juggle him?
giant, and then she's gonna Street Fighter juggle him. You just see like 1,000 punches, and then we go into like Mortal Kombat X-ray vision with the last punch hitting him just straight in the pelvis, and you just see it just turn into powder, and he is just like knocked off the ship, dead,
Off of the boat?
off the boat.
Fuck.
Okay. Cass, what are you doing?
I'm very surprised at the strength of this small little dude, small little old man.
Quite smart.
I'd like to run up behind him and position myself with him between me and the enemy.
Okay.
Yep. And then
All right.
I'd like to use my action to dodge.
Okay. So you're hiding behind Moogie?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. That's going to bring us to Varric. You will finally make it up the ship over here, and you are not really going to see anyone, but there's vaguely going to be, like, evidence of fighting
In the fog?
in the
Can
fog.
I venture into the fog?
Sure, yeah. Just some wild swinging.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
a little bit of wild swinging between friends? Sure.
Okay, I can't do that. Disadvantage, I assume.
Yes, disadvantage.
Oh, that's a 10. 11.
11 just misses.
Just misses.
Yeah,
Wait, I still have the Bardic Inspiration.
you do. Can you use it for attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inspiration for anything.
Yeah. So that's going to turn into a hit.
That's 17. Alright. We're gonna add on some fucking shit to this. Superiority dying the fuck out of this guy. We're gonna use trip attack. And that's 6, 7, 10. 10, and he needs to make a strength savings throw.
That's a fail.
He's prone.
Okay. So you rush through and you go to sweep the leg wildly. As you do, this individual is not nearly as heavy as you anticipated, so you didn't quite balance your strike out. So yeah, you knocked him more than prone. He did like a full like vertical like 180 in the air, and you hear his neck making all the $1 million baby noises beneath you in the fog cloud.
He's dead or paralyzed?
He's dead.
Okay.
Like a fucking mosh pit up here.
I'm gonna get rid of this fog.
Yeah, this fog cloud is like
Dangerous.
yeah. Oh, boy.
Surprise.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. I'm here all that.
Okay. That brings to Kazik and Japheth. Japheth is going to continue wailing on this guy or electrocuting him. I don't know how much. Another 15.
Holy shit. This is the most witchable I've ever seen. That's
He's got to break
45
the spell,
points.
Yeah. He's got to do something. I mean, you can't. It's terrible.
what? How do you get out of Witch Bolt? Just stay at the least concentration.
Kazik, what are you doing?
We're just trying to take out one guy at this point now, right? Basically.
Well, your ship is coming. You're about to impact into rocks.
Oh,
the
yeah.
jump
I was
to
supposed to break the ship. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll do that.
You'll run into rocks?
No. I'm gonna. Is there a reverse option for this vessel?
You've already done that, so you're going to try to maneuver
Oh.
the ship to avoid. You could try to peel off to your left as you try to slow the ship.
Yeah, drift the boat.
Yeah, I mean that's just
Oh,
happening.
can I do that?
You don't have to use your action for that. I'll say that could be like your movement.
Okay, so Kazak's drifting this boat, and then I'll cast more magic missiles, I guess.
Okay.
At whom?
I drift the boat while casting a magic missile at the guy getting electrocuted.
Okay.
Oh shit, that guy.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm gonna do it at second level again. So it's 4, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a total of 15 damage.
Jesus Christ. That's God.
So, moments.
60 damage total.
It was 70.
Oh, that's right, because he did other magic missile damage.
Yeah. So so with that, the captain is in a state. He is just leaking blood from everywhere. He's he's covered in electrical burns. And right as this happens, his ship impacts into the razor sharp shoals because your ship didn't give him enough room to maneuver past. Your ship also impacts but doesn't get stuck and doesn't appear to be severely damaged. His ship is actively sinking right now. As it's sinking and your ship peels away, finally getting out of range of the witch bolt, he just says, "This isn't the last you've heard of Captain Oliver Double-Crossed Bentley." And he just is. You hear him just go, "1,000 curses upon you and your vessel. I will haunt you if I drown here." So as you sail away, he is just screaming at you.
We still got one of his guys.
You do. So
Did you guys surrender?
the fog cloud's still up. He doesn't know what's
Oh
happening.
shit.
I don't know that you know what's happening, actually.
I
now
heard
that
a
think
guy-
about it.
Yo, 1,000 curses.
Yeah, you hear someone yelling 1,000 curses.
Cool. So the fight's still on.
I'm gonna say we're out of initiative at this point.
So I'm gonna hit this guy.
Okay, that's fine.
I assume it's still disadvantage.
Sure.
Damn it, disadvantage.
Okay, so what happens then? You tell me.
I want to do another tripping attack and then hammer to that.
Okay.
You want me to roll it?
No. He had taken a hit from, I think, Sundara like a year ago. Oh no, from Japheth like a year ago. So he had 3 effective hit points left.
Now he has.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was one of those moments where it's like just a little bit after the buzzer. So I don't know. It sounds like you don't care about that, but one
I
might.
care. Very good.
Yeah. 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 One might have called a foul on this one,
Still
but
in the fog, no one saw it.
yeah.
He tripped. I tripped.
Yeah. There's more smashing noises from the fog.
Yeah, I dissipate the fog cloud as soon as I confirm after the 1,000 curses thing fades away.
Yeah, you dissipate the fog cloud, and you see Varric.
Now the hammer's coming down.
Yeah, it's a little like,
Through the garage.
yeah, a little guilty. It is. I'm gonna say this is actually like well after it looks like the fight. It's like, hey guys, like we made it. You dissipate the fog cloud. Like we don't need it anymore. And you see Garrett. You see Garrett just like smash one last guy.
Is there any? So there's no one left alive from that pirate ship on our
There's
ship.
no one left alive.
Okay, no one to question. Okay, that's cool.
No witnesses.
That's
Good,
hilarious.
good job, everyone. That was I think it went pretty smoothly. You know, I think we all played our part.
Sandara just huffs and walks away from him.
Oh, we're not talking again. Is this what we've come to? Okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's whatever.
Alara gives you a pat on the shoulder and says, "Well done."
Oh.
And just stands up and walks over to the rest of the group. She'll do a prayer of healing.
It's a good tension, Kasich. I can feel it. It's,
Yeah,
I don't feel too bad.
I feel that tension as well. I thought it was just me, but I'm glad you also feel that tension between you and Laura.
Everyone can heal 17 points if you wish. And I think we'll mop this up when we pick up next time.
That's not too big of a mess.
Oh, nice. Do we get any loot?
We will resolve that next time.
Okay.
And off we go.
Nice.
Talk to you later.
Um,
Gotta go.
Yeah, I'll need to